Alright, here we go. Another exciting episode, another exciting week, another exciting adventure. Star Trek Voyager, across the unknown. Across the unknown. For some reason I keep wanting to say across the universe. And I confuse, I end up mixing universe and unknown a lot of times. So I made that you-known as opposed to unknown. Anyway, across the universe, across the unknown, we're going across some stuff. So, oops. Come on, recognize it. Recognize it. Recognize it. Well, that's a bit funny. Okay. I guess the game changes classification for my capture. Alright, there we go. That's weird, but it happens. And so we carry on. Anyway, no distractions. Let's get to it. One more episode. We are heading off into Sector 9. Sector 9. Can't remember exactly what happens on Sector 9, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what's our options. Let's go there. What happened last episode? Sector 8. What was there? I think it was the poison people. I recruited one of the was it the Midnights or what's the species? Wait until Borg probe arrives. Okay, that's right. Because we went to the sector of space which has a little bit more Borg, and we're gonna wait for them to attack. Oh yeah, because we're greedy. Janeway's greedy, and she wants some Borg technology. And the Borg are like, "No, you're not gonna touch our stuff. No touching our stuff, lady." And she's like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." She's got the pop in here with her. Oh, Kool-Aid Man personality going there. Oh yeah. Alright, so now I guess we're upgrading our science labs because apparently having plus 19 science per cycle is not enough for me. But I think the goal is I'm going to be getting rid of these two. So before I fully commit to clearing out these two and doing some more stuff with some Borg stuff, maybe like Borg alcove, and then Borg whatever, another cutting beam or some other construct that I want to utilize. I think I've got shield matrices. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got to upgrade these, right? And I think somebody needs some research for that, so I'm going to do that. I got to upgrade the Borg stuff. I still got to upgrade my weapons too. So ideally, having these all these science labs and increasing my science production, I'm also going to try to speed up my my research. I don't think it actually says that having another level of science lab actually improves my research speed. Let's just take a quick look at what the science lab says. Science lab says, "Oop, oop, oop." Increases science points production per cycle 2 to 4. Alright, so it doesn't really do much for anything but that. But I have 5 science labs right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, there's a little bit of greed going on here. Because this is 4, this is 4, this is 4. This is 2, and this is 2, so that's... Well, I feel like I'm not... Well, how am I producing more? So they should be 12. Okay. Is this... This is level 3, this is level 3, this is level 3. Now these are going to use more energy. And I know the last time I was doing all this stuff, I was looking at my energy consumption and realized I only have 6 energy left here to work with. And then I've got to start trying to think what I'm going to do with all my other space because this is level. Okay, because I upgraded my hydroponic space and I upgraded all my large cargo bays. And when I upgraded them, I didn't realize how much more energy they were going to be using. Now I did do some stuff to decrease the cost of my energy, but the thing that really hit me was also replacing the large hydroponics bay with the level 2 one. It used a lot more energy, and so to combat that, I had to turn off my waste disassembler, I had to turn off my aero shuttle bay, and I had to shut off. I didn't shut off my workshop for some reason. Got plenty of torpedoes, and this uses how much energy? 4. I suppose I could switch. I could turn that off. But one of the things is like the side quests, usually like the little planet to planet collecting resources, usually wants me to use the workshop for something. Or if I'm in an actual main quest, the main storyline, it'll say use the workshop to build this. Or I just don't want to risk turning it off and then need it during an actual mission that requires, my stuff here. Let's see. I got this guy. Let's take a look at our crew detail. So last episode, I know... Ooh, heroes. There we go. I know I recruited Pelk. Did I also recruit Arturus, or was that a different sector? I can't remember which sector I recruited Arturus in, but maybe... I don't know, but Arturus is very, 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 very resourceful, but so is Pelk, because he's got command, he's got engineering, and he's got medicine. Arturus has diplomacy and science. So, and I've got I think Chakotay is level 10. Pel's level 10. It's really funny because I had Tuvok as my MVP, and then somehow I stopped using him, and I got to get Tuvok back in the business here. I think I was going to use him for some missions, but he was kind of like, not available on assignment doing some sort of other thing as part of the main storyline. I gotta get Tuvok at level 10 because he is MVP also. B'Elanna, Klingon B'Elanna is awesome. I feel like some of the quests I'm gonna be combining her with Pelk because he's gonna have the engineering. He's going to have the command, she's going to have the engineering, and also she's going to have phasers. So I think I'll probably combine B'Elanna with Knut with Pelk, or find someone science-wise like him and do these 3. If I do these 3, then I'll have everything covered. I'll have the science for the most part, the diplomacy, the engineering, she's got engineering, and the combat. All those are kind of low stats. I'd probably have to kind of mix and match, but I feel like I'm gonna have some good combinations of things here. I still need someone that's heavily in science, and I think I'm just gonna build him up for science and diplomacy. I think Arturus and Kess will probably be a really good team because the diplomacy and the science, or B'Elanna. I just, I've never put B'Elanna. I mean, I've said never. I don't put them together as often as I should. Put Klingon B'Elanna and human B'Elanna together. Maybe I can combine those two with either Pelk or Arturus and just have them like my go-to. You know what? I sometimes forget that Tuvok is science too, and I don't know how I can forget that. So maybe I'll do. Anyway, I've got some great combinations, but. I tell you, I recruited some good people. I really have done a great job of recruiting some great heroes. I could have Seska. I could have probably got her back, maybe. But I didn't. I think that would have made my crew too unhappy if I didn't isolate her, punish her somehow because of all the stuff she did, all the stuff we went through because of her. But I think you can also make a choice at the very early part of the game where you don't actually lose her. You choose to keep her, and you say, hey, let them have the technology, and she kind of, I don't know. I think there's probably some routes you can take, some choices you can make to keep her, and I'll have to look into that. And if assuming I do the second run of this, I'm thinking about it. I mean, I really do enjoy this game. I want to do a second run, but there's also some other stuff I want to do game-wise, and so it's like, man, I really enjoy this game, but as far as like my time investments, I've got other stuff I have to do. So it's like, what am I gonna focus on? What am I gonna prioritize? So anyway, there we go. There. Maybe him and him. That could be a good team to carry him because they can combine their command, their engineering, and diplomacy. I could probably combine him. And they'll have science and diplomacy with him. Great options. Great options. Alright, I still want to do Balana though. Balana's, I don't use Balana as much as I should. I gotta get her leveled up too. She's priority. She's main cast, so I gotta make sure that I get them all leveled up before I do all the extra people. And so we are now in the nebula sector, and one of the things I did last time, is I did the science, so now I can scan and I can see all the stuff in the nebula. I can see all the different choices. Even though the map hides them, I was able to scan not just in this sector, but I can also scan what's going on in other sectors. So we got some stuff. I scanned all of it, I'm pretty sure, last episode. I don't know where most of the things are. I know last episode I was really struggling with titanium. I'm not struggling for crew now. I've got 32 crew that aren't even doing anything, so I don't really want to hire anybody else right now. Dilithium. Dilithium. Okay. I thought it's really funny because right now I'm not really hurting on dilithium either. Because I think as far as what I need, am I actually doing any kind of science right now? Yes, I am. I'm researching something. What is it that I'm researching? The gear is going over here, so I know I'm doing something. Oh, I'm researching tier 1, tier 5. Okay, then I'm gonna get all the goodies down here. Do my level 3 phaser room, which if I level this up, then that'll also mean that it's gonna take more energy. So I'm gonna have to shut something else down. What I may also end up having to do is not elevate everything. And I say this in that I want everything to be at max level, but I also realize everything can't be at max level. Some things just won't be, and I have to prioritize those things. One of them, the holodeck. Level 2 holodeck is more than enough. I don't need to have a level 3 holodeck. In fact, if anything, I literally need a level 2 holodeck, but I have a level 2 holodeck, and that's using more energy. I probably could have just had a level 1 holodeck. There's regrettably no way to downgrade. It's just upgrade only. Maybe I would say maybe you can request as a game improvement, given the option to downgrade, so that if you need the resource, it'll give you a little bit of resources back, or it'll just maybe you have to consume some resources to downgrade. But either way, instead of to complete dismantle, you can downgrade. I mean, I guess I could do that. I could dismantle it, take the cycles for the dismantle if I have to power it off anyway. Then after I dismantle it, I can then build it at level 1. I mean, it's giving me plus 30. No, let's give me plus. It's giving me plus 30 morale, which is nice. But again, the energy consumption. Energy consumption is too much. If I upgrade this, it goes from 26 to 34. What was it before? Well, how much energy was it using before? I don't know. I don't know what the base one does. I just know that it's too much. I wish in place of this waste disassembler, I could create some sort of building that actually produces more energy. I mean, like, I feel like these batteries are great for energy, but I just, yeah, I feel like maybe that's what I'll have to do. Maybe I'll build some batteries. These are 2 slots of 3, so this is a 6 slot total. So I could always replace this and this with these science labs. Instead of getting rid of them all together, I could always move them over here, or move the waste assembler, and then put batteries right here, because I just need more energy. Energy reserves, all that stuff there. I wish there was a building that created just straight energy, and maybe there is. I honestly, I really can't see what building options I have now anyway, because in order to have a building slot, you have to actually have open slot open to see what you can build in that spot. There isn't something you can click on just to say, what can I build, and see what the buildings look like and how much energy they take up. When it comes to crew quarters, I mean, the emergency quarters, they only take up 2 energy. And so if I wanted to replace my crew quarters with emergency quarters, I mean, that would negatively impact morale, but it would give me a little bit more energy. Let's say this would give me 2, this would give me 4, this would give me 6, this would give me 8 energy. But my people would absolutely hate me because I'm cramming everybody into small quarters. I don't even have bigger quarters for the senior officers. So even the senior officers are like, dude, we've been flying through this galaxy for years, and we're all cramped together even now. Live in a cargo bay. They've got plenty of space in there. Alright, anyway, let's move on. I'm just looking at stuff right now. Let's go to the main story. I gotta wait for the board to get here. 10 cycles. What was I doing? So I'm waiting for, how much time do I need for the research I'm doing? Tier 5, 9 cycles. What do I need? Titanium. That's pretty much all I need right now. I'm maxed out on my deuterium. So we'll go to, oh wait, that's duranium and titanium, but I don't need any duranium right now. That'll be a waste, so it's gonna fly here. Oops, what I meant to do is do this. 12 cycles away, that's exactly how much time I need. And boom. Research! Alright, phaser control, disruptor control, shield generator. You know, I could always cancel the upgrade of my science labs, now that I think about it. I don't know why I'm doing that when I don't have to. Is it too late to cancel those? Is it too late to cancel? What was that sound? Oh, thank you for the follow. Low Spot 007. I appreciate it. Every follow is a gift, and I always love a good gift. Yeah, you appreciate it. I'm grateful. Welcome. Hope you enjoy the stream. Hope you enjoy Star Trek. So instead of focusing on my phaser control room, even though this is helpful to have a plus 15% to additional phaser damage, I want to bump up my shield generators first. I'm kind of curious how much energy they're going to take up. But going from that 60 to 80 for shield capacity for all of my shield generators, I think I have a total of 3, so that'll give me a bump up of extra, 60 shield capacity? So, yeah, I'm all for that. And the tractor beam helps with the rewards after 1 combat by 50%, so it pretty much means that I win a battle, I get more goodies from that battle, not just a boost to my morale, but also a boost to whatever I get from the enemy. Now, this says increased morale gain after 1 combat by additional 200 morale, which means if I fight somebody, I'm going to get an additional 200 morale. I think I'm gonna go with that. And once I go through that, I don't really even need the holodeck anymore. Spot007 says, you're welcome. Was curious about the game. Played a few of the older versions, going back a long time. Saw it's on sale and wanted to see how it looks. Thanks. Yeah, this is you said the older versions. This is actually a different game. This is a new game that they released for Star Trek Voyager. There was a Star Trek Voyager game a long time ago called something Elite Force. But this is more of like a resource management game. Oh yeah, Star Trek franchise. Yeah. I mean, Star Trek franchise has some good games. I agree with that. I was always a fan of like the Star Trek Command games, Star Trek Armada games, Star Trek Elite Force I mentioned. Star Trek Online is a fun game to play, and eventually I do plan on playing that on their stream as well. They've got some good games. There's even another game that I have that I haven't yet really dug into. Let me click on something a quick second here. Desktop and Star Trek Resurgence. Okay, so there's a game called Star Trek Resurgence, which is also looks pretty good. Let's see, that was a Star Trek game Hidden. Star Trek Hidden something. It was a game based on after Insurrection being. It pretty much it tells a story right after Insurrection, where they're still on the planet with the Baku and the Sona, and there's this hidden, research facility that kind of ties in with the originators who were, created all this special like DNA reconstruction. Anyway, there's so many great Star Trek games. Hidden Evil, that's right. Oh, you do know your stuff. Yes. Star Trek Hidden Evil. I really enjoyed that game. I wish more games were like that game, because that was fun. That one really felt like a true Star Trek game, because how the story developed, and all the things you could do when you're running around and you're playing and you're shooting and using your tricorder and you're scanning stuff, and that one was great. I really liked that. I think if the franchise wanted to make more games, just to telling like a good Star Trek story, that's a good way to go with a game like Hidden Evil, because you could tell a lot of stories using that game design and that framework, and just kind of plug in this story here, have like different episodes or different movies you can build off of that game, build the game from those things. I mean, if you could retell some movies but play the movie through the game, I feel like, again, that's a fun game. So that was one of my favorites, Hidden Evil. I might even replay that game. It's been so long since that game came out. We're talking like maybe 2 decades. I don't think when Hidden Evil came out. It's been a long time since that game came out. That was a really good game. But anyway, Star Trek, they've had some really great games. I'm a big fan, obviously. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do this commendation ceremony there, so I can kind of get rid of that worry there, and then I'm gonna build up my hull reinforcements. Those things don't require any extra energy usage, so I don't have to worry about managing my energy usage just yet. My first was Star Trek Evolution in the 80s when I was a little kid on Commodore 64 PC. Ha! Wow, that's really cool. I never saw Star Trek Evolution. I'll have to look into that. But you said in the 80s. Wow, I didn't realize they even had games like that in the 80s. That's really retro, and I love it. That's really cool. I think I never even played the Commodore. That was that system. I guess that was before Nintendo, or is that around the time of the Nintendo game? I don't think I ever actually played it. You know what? Think about it. I think I played one Star Trek: The Next Generation game on Nintendo. I think that was like Nintendo 6, Super Nintendo, or Nintendo 64. I think it was Super Nintendo. Yeah, back when we weren't excited with horrible graphics, right? Yeah, the graphics were so subpar then, but they were spectacular. Yeah, we were so excited over like the littlest thing, the little like things that look like GIFs now compared to what we were looking at them, but they were just like the coolest, the newest thing. That's why I appreciate shows that don't have like the best graphics, because I realize what we started out with. Some people like, there'll be a really good game, they'll be like, man, these graphics really suck. I'm like, that sucks to you? That's still awesome to me. Like, I remember when we had everything was pixelated. What are you talking about? The terrible graphics. So yeah, those were yeah, horrible graphics, but I still appreciate those old games because they were really game changing back in the old days. Reminiscing. Ah, the good times. Yeah, I do. Good old Star Trek. Alright. Let's see. Eyes of the Collective. As announced, the Borg probe emerges from the darkness, a chilling green glow illuminating the crew's face. The familiar, dreaded announcement echoes across the bridge. Target identified. Federation vessel, Intrepid class, USS Voyager. Prepare for assimilation. We are the Borg. Resistance is futile. Alright, Borg Collective, bring it, because it's about to be brought. Let's see. Pelk with the polluting torpedo. That's great. Balana, Knut. Let us do this. We're going to devastate them. That was what our orders? Destroy without prejudice. Alright. Ooh, their shields are 150. That's a nice stat.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
But we're still going to take them out.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shield destroyed, Captain.
Oh, wow.
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shield ability ready, Captain.
Boom! Like that. Just like that. Alright, so we got some deuterium, we got some uranium, and we got some more morale. Plus 200 for morale. That's awesome. And it's only going to get better. Alright, Janeway says, is the transport coil intact? Negative. It has been destroyed. However, we found a data node. It could contain valuable tactical information. Alright, analyze it. Anything else in the wreckage? Some of the debris could potentially be converted into useful resources. Borg probes are safeguarded against theft. The data node is enough. Additional salvage is inefficient and potentially dangerous. You know what? I'm going to retrieve promising parts despite the risk, because that's what it was, like a 90. Oh, that's 100%. There we go. Boom. Transporter room. Yeah. We take the risk. Beam everything useful on board. Salvage complete. No hostile countermeasures were activated. I mean, uranium plus 55. Tritanium plus 12. That's what I'm talking about. Good. Proceed with analyzing the data node. Yes. Alright. Science lab complete. Science lab complete. Oh, that's right. I failed to stop them before they finished upgrading. So now we're using more energy. And I am at my capacity for energy. Total cost after activation. Yes, I realized that. So now, boom, boom. So we are using max energy. And we're making plus 23 science per cycle. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. I did say I was building this up here for the sole purpose of removing the 2 down here. With 3 at level 4, sorry, at 3 at level 3, I should have 4 per. So I should be getting. Once I get rid of these 2, I'll still have 12 science per cycle, which won't be so bad. Won't be so bad at all. Okay, I need some more water. I'll have to go and grab some. Let's see. But yeah, that should be good. I really don't need more than 12 science per cycle, especially since I'm capping. Like I'm at like what 2,682 science right now. I think if I didn't make any more, if I didn't create any more science or collect any more science, I'd still be pretty good with researching about what is that, like 20 different things, and still be over. Maybe close to. I think I should be fine. I probably don't need any more science after this after this system. I would say, or not even system type. After this sector's what I'm looking for. After this sector, I probably don't need any more like extra science labs. I can get rid of these extra ones here. Having 5 helps with reducing the speed. I mean, not sorry, increasing the speed, reducing the time I need to produce the science. So let me see, what's the timer now? How many cycles do I have? Boop. There we go. 6 cycles remaining. So the more science labs I have, the less amount of cycles it takes for the research. So one of the reasons I wanted to keep so many science labs open and produce more was because I want to be able to science swiftly. And as a science vessel, Voyager is a science vessel, I should be able to science in pronto, but let's see, workshop level 1. Why is this never giving me workshop level 2? I have workshop level 2. I should be able to do workshop level 2 stuff. Or shuttles. Which one's safer? This one's significantly safer. I'm not stressing. Ooh, I got max. That's awesome. Boom. 456 out of 600. Alright, so I can do one more. But not just yet because I've got plenty of deuterium. Sorry, uranium. So I don't want to waste the uranium here, even though there's plenty here. Do I need anything in this system? I don't need anything in this system. I could probably jump onto the next system, and then if I need to, I can always fly back. One of the things that I did in the last 2 sectors, well, last mini sectors, was I spent a lot of extra time in the systems and in the sectors hitting every single spot because I wanted to take advantage of all the resources and take advantage of you know, all the stuff that I needed to get. But as I'm getting closer and closer and closer to endgame, there's not as much I really need to do because I don't have to develop many buildings anymore, and I'm at capacity of my energy anyway, so anything I do from this point on is going to cost me unless I get rid of some stuff. So I don't have to spend as much time in this system, though I don't need to get food. Where is this? Is there only one food thing? Oops. Yeah, I think there's only one food planet with food on it, so I'll just go here, and that's 5 cycles, so that should be more than enough. There we go, Borg data node remnants and Borg data node reward. Great. And this navigational deflector is getting upgraded. Got 1 more cycle to go for that. Wait, how's... Oh, that's right. Okay, I turned that back on. That's fine. It's this that I turned off permanently. Can I dismantle this? I can't. Okay. I don't really see myself doing any trades anymore, so it would be nice if I could remove this, but I guess just in case they don't allow you to, because it's probably something like essential that you have to utilize. But I don't really feel like I'm going to do any more trades. Maybe some later part of the game you may need to, maybe forced to do a trade. Transporter room 3. What was that? What was the science that is finished? What was that? Oh no, let's go back to that. Okay, so I got 6 cycles, and I'll do the other thing. Alright, deflector, there we go. The navigational deflector uses more energy as well. So now I'm over. Now I'm over. You know what? You know what? I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Sorry baby. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. First I'm gonna turn it off. Then I'm gonna dismantle it. I'm gonna lose those resources too, but at this point I kinda have to. I'll get, you know, I'll get some binaural gel packs. I just gotta get rid of it. There's no way I can continue on with that many science labs. So that's gotta go. And I'll decide what I'm gonna replace it with. Maybe some more batteries. You know, I could use this space down here for batteries. And if I really want to have 4 science labs, I can get rid of this waste disassembler, because I'm not going to use this waste disassembler. I'm not even going to switch this on. It uses 14 energy. I can't do that right now, and it doesn't produce as much as I like it to per cycle. It doesn't produce per cycle. It produces per every 10 cycles. So it's Every 10 cycle you earn what 60 deuterium? That's nothing. That's deuterium all over the place. So I'm just going to actually no, hold on a second. I'm gonna cancel that. Because that's gonna give me resources that that'll go to waste if I do that right now, but we're gonna get rid of that, and that'll give me some that. That's this cloaking device I want to use, but I can't use because it takes 45 power. So if I can shut down my holodeck, get rid of this, get rid of that. All right. Oh, and also that's great because they upgraded deflector dish. It took away the little negative thing that I had up here, so I think that was the best choice. Alright. Boop. Direct frontier. Captain, 62% of the data node has been recovered, including a tactical isogrid for 25 sectors. It revealed the Borg sphere 8 light years away, traveling at warp 2. It is regenerating from ion storm damage. Perfect opportunity. Alright, limping home. We may have just struck gold. All senior officers to the bridge. What we have here, in 2 simple words, is Fort Knox. Lieutenant Paris, care to translate for those unfamiliar? Fort Knox, Earth's biggest stash of gold. Over 50 metric tons, once worth an exorbitant amount of money. You're planning a heist? Exactly. We're going to steal a transwarp coil, intercept the Spork sphere, create a diversion, send in an away team, and secure the coil. Engaging the Borg sphere directly places the crew in unnecessary jeopardy. Therefore, I established safer protocols. Essential transwarp elements can be sourced from standard Borg probes. Careful neutralization, disabling key systems, not obliteration, ensures the components remain viable for integration. Disabling key systems, not obliteration. Okay, so usually when I fight, I go for obliteration. Obviously, that's not the best tactic. So what she's suggesting is disabling key systems. Okay, so let's do this. I'm capable of assembling functional drive from such salvaged parts. So what should it be, Captain? A Borg sphere heist or building it ourselves? You know what? Oh wow. This is so in the show we go for the generally goes for the stealing a transwarp coil. But building a transwarp drive by targeting and plundering Borg probes, that seems like a more practical approach. It seems like an approach that would involve a little bit more work, but at the same time, it would give us some research. Instead of stealing technology, we would be developing it ourselves. This has a long-term benefit to us, because you just steal something, you didn't learn anything except for just how to steal. It's like teaching the fisherman how to fish versus stealing a fisherman's fish. There we go. So, I'm gonna go with this. Crew safety is paramount. If building a coil is safer, that's the route we take. Proceed. I'm gonna go with that. That seems like the logical course of action. Captain, utilizing the tactical isogrid, I have located multiple Borg probes suitable for salvage within this sector. Constructing the transwarp coil requires components from a minimum of 5 probes. It is imperative they are disabled, not destroyed. Alright, that means it's going to be a bigger fight for us from a tactical standpoint. I probably won't be using torpedoes. At least if I do use a torpedo, it'll have to be like the poison one, and it'll have to be careful when their shields are down, not to obliterate them altogether. But I'll disable them. Means I have to take out their engines and their weapons. Probably take out their weapons first so that they can't attack us. Once their weapons are down, take out their engines, And if I take out their weapons before their engines, they'll be able to flee. So we have to take out their engines so that they cannot flee, and then take out their weapons so that they can't hurt us. So that's what I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack their shields. Sorry, attack their shields. Usually takes out that. Take out their shields. Take out their engines. I have to do engines first, I think, because yeah. Anyway, I'll take out their engines first, and then take out their.
What are your orders, Captain?
And take out their engines first. I can't take out their warp core because their warp core will make them blow up. So I'll take out their engines. Then after take out their engines, that's when I take out their weapons. Oh, this is gonna be a longer fight than I'm used to, but it's okay. This is what we've trained for. My shields are like what, 320? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. And my weapons are at 215. Oh, I'm good. My engines are the only thing that's like 40. That's not great, but take out their engines, take out their warp core, maybe.
Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
Alright.
Ability ready, Captain.
But you love the aft.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Thank. It's already started.
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
No! Oh. Okay. Okay, because it would have said destroyed, it said disable 5 Borg crows, but we blew them up. I didn't mean to blow them up. I took. All right. It did. All right. All right. All right. That was yeah, right? Oops, exactly. It was. I mean, they didn't surrender right away. I mean, I took out their engines, and then all of a sudden, boom. I guess I should have taken out their engines. What, weapons? I can't. It doesn't really say clearly. The combat structure for this game is you can dominate pretty easily, but yeah, I was not my intention to blow up that ship. Well, oh well. Oh well, lesson learned. I wonder. I guess, I mean, I don't really need anything else in this system right now. Maybe I'll go here. Maybe there's something going on with these crew things. Maybe I can help the crew instead of dismantled. Alright, boom. Now I can build something right here. And energy. Oh, I never researched a large battery compartment. I suppose if I research a large battery compartment, I can then use more energy than I'm creating, and for the purpose of the cooking device. But all right, let's try this. It's gotta be something. It's gotta be something that produces energy. That's neurofield generator. Aru facility passively repairs plus 5 hull per cycle. This is oh, she uses 18 energy? Nope, I can't use that. I mean, I suppose I could if I turned off the holodeck, but I don't have the space for that. Unless I remove the other thing, I can probably replace the other thing to dismantle that one. Passively repairs all system health by 1%. That is nice. That's nice. That is nice. You know what? I'm gonna build one of those. I'm not gonna use it very often. It's just gonna be powered off most of the time. But after a fight, when my health isn't at 100%, I will use that. Okay, this uses 10 energy. So again, nothing here reduces all damage taken. But I already done that. Wait, did I actually upgrade my shield matrices yet? Or do I need the science for that? I need the science for that. Painkiller, antiviral, reduces the treatment of patients by 15%. Maturation chamber, automated repair. Oh, I didn't research that yet. I gotcha. I'm looking at something that I can't even get yet because I haven't done any kind of research for that. I can't build it even if I wanted to. Why didn't I? I guess I just assumed that I had it because it was showing up as an option. I didn't actually see the little lock, on it. There we go. Yeah, there's a little lock, and I wasn't paying attention to it. And this is locked. I'm not going to do that. Crew, technology, science and biolab. That's yeah. I feel like I want a little piece of science right here for a little building for producing energy, not besides the warp core. There's got to be something else that we can use to produce energy because present moment, I don't like being capped at 500. There should be something that'll boost this to like 600. Metaphasic shield room, yeah, that's nice. Do I already have one of these? Improve. Oh yeah, I do have one of those. Yeah, plus energy threshold. That creates 12 energy though. Yeah, 40 shields, subsystem health. Okay, that's why my shields are. Yeah, okay, limited to 4. And you could go really hard on shields if you wanted to. You could have like probably a crazy turtle build. I mean, I thought I was turtling when I had, like 4 shield matrices and having like these shield generators. But you could also do like multiple metaphasic shield rooms. I mean, how much shields do you need? You pretty much just walking around and they can't even touch you, especially if you have like shield penetration reduction, so they can't penetrate your shields. You can go really in hard on that. Alright. But there's no science, there's no building that I can see here that actually will help me with my energy. I think I did all the research too. There was some research you could do to reduce energy costs, but I don't think I've done all of them. Hull repair efficiency, that's not going to help. Let's shield compartment. Energy storage capacity. Batteries. I guess that's the alternative. If I build a large battery compartment, get rid of my other science lab and have that one. This takes 4 slots, but it just what is this? Can be improved up to 720. Okay, I see. So if I did this, I would do like 1,000. If I had this one and this one, and if I did research these two, I could do 1,800. It's 1,080, and if I did that, then I could then turn some things on. I just have to do a little bit more micromanagement. Increases the amount of deuterium cycled each cycle. Collect each cycle. You know what? I didn't research that yet too. Maybe this will help with my energy production. I mean, that's not much. It's something. It's something. Okay. Alright. Alright, I gotta finish doing all the science anyway. I'll just fly around, get attacked some more. Yay! Another fight.
What are your orders, Captain?
Alright, so let's see. We're gonna try to take out their... I mean, I don't want to say engines, but... I mean, engine stops them from running away. I mean, their first weapons were taken out right away. I think that's what happened. I took out their weapons, and I also took out their hull at the same time. In the front, then I came in the back, and I hit them from the back. And
moving to attack the aft, Captain.
And it just...
Ability ready, Captain.
I don't know.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Right away, enemy shields destroyed. Hull damage. Hull damage. Okay.
Enemy shields destroyed. Ability ready, Captain.
We're taking out that.
Ability ready, Captain.
Okay, stop. How do we stop fighting? How do we stop shooting? How do we stop shooting? How do we... hold on. Hold on. What do we do? Hold on a second. Orders. Okay, orders. Weapons.
Moving
Target
to
the
attack
weapon.
the aft, Captain.
Crap. I don't know how to capture them. There's... I mean, I've never heard of the Borg surrendering. I mean, I have their shields... I have their... The shields go down, like, right away. Maybe because I have... Maybe because I have so many weapons. Like, I designed this to be a warship. I have... And I just take them out, like, right away. I have... Alright. Well, I guess we're failing on that one. We're just gonna have to just... attack the sphere at this. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna... Maybe... I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What I was gonna do? I was gonna do a hull. Boost it up to 1,000. Because that doesn't use any energy. Well, at least the crew are happy because we're at 4,000. Plus 20 every cycle. All right. I don't know. I honestly don't know. All right. I should probably. Okay, that's 9 cycles. How does it? I feel like. I guess what happens here is every lab you have, it takes off 1 cycle per, like, it takes off 1 cycle for so instead of being, let's say I have 5, instead of being like 14 cycles for the research, it costs 9 because I have 5 labs. I feel like having that many labs doesn't do as much of a significant impact on research speed as I wanted it to. But anyway, maintain a safe distance, no direct contact. Let's see. I have to run to go do some family stuff, but thanks for the stream. I enjoy sci-fi. I just read your bio section and just picked up the catalyst for my Kindle. Oh, thank you so much for me to read when I finish reading the one I'm on, book 3 of the Black Fleet trilogy. Thank you so much. It's very appreciated. I hope you enjoy the book. It's a fun story. I really enjoy creating that story and telling Abigail and Levi and the doctor. It's gonna be fun. I hope you really enjoy that book and let me know what you feel about it. Let me know if you enjoy it. It's my first novel. It was fun. And I hope you have a great time with your family. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Stay tuned. Feel free to come back anytime. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Always talking to the other Star Trek fans because you know, it's a great franchise. It's so many great stories. But thanks. Be safe. Thank you too. Be safe. Have a good time with your family. Until next time. Have a great day. Cool. Alright. Let's see. What is to say? We've detected a settlement on a class and planet. The population appears to be Borg, but their technology is primitive and they are not connected to the collective. It seems a small group was stranded and has been adapting for years. They may have useful information or technology. Send in a away team to meet the ex-Borg, offer supplies, and invite them to join. Maintain a safe distance to study their unique society and adaptation. No direct contact. Ooh, no direct contact. Following the Prime Directive instead of recruiting them sounds smart to me. Science! I don't need any more Borg on my ship. Alright. I'm just gonna take a small break. I'm gonna grab some water because my mouth is a little dry, so I got to do what I gotta do. I will be right back. Short break. Alright, I am back. Thank you for your patience as I return from my little break there. Spent an hour in the game, had to get some water, and also now I'm happily doogie free. Let's go ahead. We're gonna take care of some deuterium collection and see. Oops, don't want to go there. What else was I doing ship-wise? No, I was talking about clearing out this guy right here, and as I was processing some things, I also realized if I get rid of this waste disassembler, I can, if I really wanted to, I could always. So I have 8 energy now because I got rid of that science lab. Plus I've got this here at 12. Okay, so then I also got the. I want to upgrade my weapons. They're gonna cost. That's gonna cost money. I upgrade up a navigation reflector. I want to upgrade my phaser control rooms. If I want to upgrade my disruptor array control rooms, I'm gonna need that. If I want to do any kind of upgrade with my cutting beam control rooms, and I've got 2 of those, I'm gonna need some more energy. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this guy here. I think I'm pretty much done with building new buildings, but I do need to build like a battery. I think we're gonna do the build of the battery right here. I'm gonna cut this down to having 3 science labs as opposed to having 5. Now 4. I've got plenty of science. The only thing I'm worried about the impacting is my research speed. But overall, I've got most of the research I need anyway. I think I'm in a really good spot where anything I'm going to be doing right now, I mean, I'm going to take care of my shield generator because that's useful for some missions, and phaser control, some disruptor control. Some missions are probably going to require me to have level 3 tractor beam, but most of the stuff I can do throughout the rest of my missions, and I don't have to be such a tightwad when it comes to my investment of my resources for that. Let's see, bio general gel packs. I suppose I could upgrade my bio labs. This is again for mission specific reasons here, but doing all this stuff, it is going to require more energy, and so I am going to just have to work with that. And that means I'm done with having extra science labs. Once this, yeah, I don't even need this. I'm just gonna dismantle this. I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this. Maybe I'll rebuild another. Oh, this is gonna be this metaphasic shield room. I really don't need extra shields. Man, this is so helpful. 2 energy thresholds. I'm not going to be using that anymore. That's just going to take up too much energy. But what are we going to put in that space? I need to put something there that's not going to be an energy hog. I suppose I could theoretically now start using this space for crew quarters, because the crew quarters don't take up that much energy, and it'll improve my morale. That way the spaces aren't empty and I can still fill it with something. Let's see, this takes 4 energy though. But officers' quarters will boost morale. I suppose I can start using that space that uses a lot of energy for other things, like crew morale, in place of other things. That way I'm still using the space, but I'm also using it wisely to keep the people happy. I am not going to build another holodeck. That's 19. What if I built... You know what? Oh, good, because that takes up 9 slots. That takes up 9 slots. I don't have space for that 9 slots. That's just 6. I'm not building anything down here. I'm not going to move something like that over there and then do those things. No, I'm just going to leave that right there. That slot's going to have 2 of something. Or I could always do, we're done with shield generators. We got enough shield generators. That's -8 anyway. Again, I have to do something that's not going to use energy. Or much. It's -10, it's -10. Oh, those are, yeah, those are adding up too. -10. Emergency quarters, emergency. Biolab. We're done on biolabs. We've got plenty of people. So not to worry about more quarters. We've got plenty of housing space. Again, if I do that, that's going to actually make more energy use, which I'd use less. Transporter launch bay. That's level 3. Okay, that's the max you can do. So that's upgrading for that. Plus 35%. Phasing control. Okay, so we're good on that one. Alright. Okay. We're working what we got. We're working what we got here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm just going to focus on the science that I can. Next thing's going to be bumping up my my hull to 1,000. Oh, actually, energy-wise, I don't really need these guys working on. So they assign. They're not doing anything. Switch off. This 5-bar energy. I'm gonna switch this off. There we go. That gives me 39 more energy. Switch off the workshop right now. That gives me 43 energy. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Stellar cartography. I'm not really worried about that right now, but we're not going to turn that off just yet. Engineering, and assign from hull repair. Although not really needed to, they're not doing anything right now, but they will be later on. So they just pretty much, let's just keep that on in case I really need to do something. Metaphasic, engineering off. I just need one more thing to turn off. Then I'm going to turn on the 2 more things, I guess. Do I need the sick bay to be on right now? Nah, I'm going to turn off sick bay for a quick moment here. Yeah. But I've got a lot of people just that are kind of sitting around not doing something if I turn this off. But they're not doing anything right now anyway. Sick bay's not useful until it's useful. I gotta turn it on for reasons, just in case. So you want to work in this right now? Do I have any heroes on the disruptor array? I'm just gonna temporarily turn this off. And then we're gonna turn this on. I went too far. Okay, I still got 9 left over. No, I need that on, just in case I get attacked. This is what, -2? Yeah, we're fine. We got 62 cycles. I'm not worried about that. I just want to see if anything happens, anything useful happens by having this cloaking device turned on. I went through all that stress of getting this cloaking device when I could have got the other weapon. We're just going to go, we're not going to use it obviously because we have Alright. I wonder how this impacts our combat level.
What are your
when we
orders,
work
Captain?
on energy when we're running out of Alright, our orders are to disable the warp core of the probe. Oh! It never told. Okay, sweet mercy. Okay. This whole time I was just kind of
Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
I was never looking at the objective. My bad.
Ability ready,
I wasn't
Captain.
seeing the objective.
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Where's the
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way I'm gonna get that accomplished. Same with the warp core. I'm blowing them away. Like they're just not surviving the fight long enough for me to disable them. So they're just. This is actually kind of making me mad. So now I have more crew that I don't need. All right, because that mission. Wait for okay. We're gonna fail the mission. We're gonna fail that Dark Frontier mission. We're gonna have no choice but to go the other route because I wish there was a way to go back and change that. I mean, I guess I could always, if I really, really want to, I could go back and I could just, I could load the original, the manual saves that I did, which would pretty much bring me right back to where I started an hour ago, and then just skip all the thought process of all the other bull crap I was doing and just focus on the mission and just decide to take on the sphere as opposed to trying to do the smart way, because if they can't survive being disabled, my ship is too powerful. I'm damaging them too quickly. I'm trying to target their warp core, and it's not working. I'm targeting the warp core, and it's not working. Hull reinforcement, great. Now I'm at 1,000. So tractor beam. Let's do that research. All right.
What are your orders, Captain?
Orders are. I don't really have to do any kind of warp
Moving
core.
to attack the starboard side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Instantly destroy their shields.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Oops. Wrong button. Take out. No. Don't. There's no hope. There's no possible way of winning this that way. Because I cannot disable these ships. Because they're just firing phasers. And they're hitting other systems. I told them to destroy the warp core, and they're not destroying the warp core. They're destroying everything.
What are your orders, Captain?
Doesn't make any difference. It says disable the warp core of the probe. I select effective offensive attack warp
Moving
core.
to attack the starboard side.
I choose warp core. I choose to target the warp
Ability
core.
ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Take out the warp core, take out the warp core, take out the warp core. Warp core, warp core, warp core. Warp core. Warp core. Warp core. Warp core, boom, they're blown up. Obviously. Alright, so we're gonna use the shuttles to take the deuterium. Plenty of great, we're good there. Dark Frontier. Capture the necessary warp components have been acquired. Construction of the warp transport coil can commence. Okay. You know, this... Okay, so maybe how they're communicating what's happening needs to be modified. Because I knew I was winning the fight, but I thought I was failing the mission because they were blowing up. When the goal was not to blow them up, but was to disable them. I didn't want to... Okay, so I guess instead of... Nevertheless, mission accomplished, so... The necessary components have been acquired. Let's proceed. I also wish to express gratitude for choosing my suggestion over the heist. The safety of this crew was always the priority, 7. Your proposal minimized risk. That's always appreciated. That's the smartest option. If 7 can build the component, we don't have to risk the ship and try to steal it, especially when the Borg Queen actually threatened 7. And they said that, hey, if they try to take that thing, then they're gonna be gone. Of course, this doesn't actually express it and show that, but there's a reason why she was reluctant to go through that particular, process. Captain, my suggestion wasn't purely tactical. The thought of setting foot on a Borg vessel again, it brought back memories. Feelings I cannot easily control. I was afraid my own reactions could put the mission and the team at risk. Compliment her. She's working hard. Reassure her. Tell her you're proud. I'm gonna say I'm proud of you. You've come a long way, 7. I want you to know how proud we are to have you as part of this crew, our family. Your confidence is valued, Captain. There we go. If this coil works, we'll be 20 years closer to home. Are you looking forward to seeing Earth? I understand the crew's deep connection to Earth, their need to return home, yet Earth may have been my point of origin, but the concept seems distant. Unfamiliar. I am unsure what awaits me there, or if I belong. She will love the Starfleet Science Department. She'll feel at home in time. Voyager is her family now. I would say she will love the Starfleet Science Department. 1-7, I think you'd feel at home in sciences, and Starfleet Scientific Branch is full of brilliant minds, just like yours. Sorry, bright minds. Perhaps. I might have liked that to continue learning. Thank you for thinking I could belong. Is everything alright? You seem distant. I am functioning within acceptable parameters, Captain. The coil requires my attention. Thank you for everything you did, for helping me find myself. 7 unavailable? Okay, something's bothering her, but what? Wait until the preparations for the transfer construction are complete. Alright, so... a needle pulling thread. Something's off. I did something. I feel like I'm over energy, but I don't know why I'm over energy. Oh, that's right, cloaking device is turned on. That's why I'm over energy, because I turned the cloaking device on, and in place of it, I turned off the workshop. I turned off the holodeck. I turned off the engineering office. Did I turn something else off? No, I turned... Oh, okay, I see this right. Then I turned on the disruptor array after turning it off. Because combat and my power level is 429. So... yeah. Okay. 75. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not worried about that 75 cycles until, yeah, we're good. We're fine. Science! One tractor beam level up. Okay. Did I actually grab the food? No, this is... What? I thought I already grabbed the food in that sector. Okay, wait until the construction preparations for the transport crawler is complete. Alright, while we're waiting for that, we're gonna go on to this, I don't really need anything else here in this system, so we're gonna proceed. I guess I could always just go to and from. I don't need any more food. I'm at, yeah, I'm just shy of, no titanium's needed, no, anything else is needed, so we're just gonna fly. We're gonna go to the next sale. How much is this? 3 cycles away? Okay, let's, alright, we're gonna go directly to the place that has trading station. Oh, the lithium! Hold on, is there any more lithium in the other system? Did I even check? What is that? Oh, the lithium! What? Tractor beam, if you know what I mean. Phase control. Phase control to Major Tom. Or shields. No, we got plenty of shields. It doesn't mean you can't have more. You know what? If the Borg are coming after me, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that way I can upgrade my. They're probably gonna hit me before the. Still, it's a good option to upgrade my shields. Captain, it was brought to my attention that B'Elanna has been running high-risk simulations in the holodeck with the safety protocols disabled. She claims there is nothing to worry about and it drastically improves the readiness, but the risks are so significant. An accident could be catastrophic. Shall we intervene? She knows the risks. Let her continue. These safety protocols exist for a reason, no exceptions. That might reduce the morale, but she was hurting herself. Okay. Very well. The holodeck parameters have been restored, and B'Elanna has been ordered to refrain from further unauthorized simulations. However, I must note that she did accept this easily. Okay, fine. 200 morale. Better than the consequences, the alternative, which is her personal injury. Deploy. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. It's risky, but we're gonna get the 11 dilithium. Whew! I really thought that thing was gonna go in the wrong direction there. I really did. I kind of wasted the uranium, but at the same time, that dilithium is beautiful. Oh, my max capacity is at 200, so I'm really close to max capacity for dilithium. This is coming a long way from where we were before, where we were like really kind of stressing about dilithium and not having access to it anywhere. But now, I'm just gonna make sure there's no other place that has dilithium, that has titanium, and uranium, deuterium. I guess I'll go over here. But before I do that, because I'm going to get all the titanium I possibly can, I don't want to be the guy that's like, I can't find titanium anymore. Last time we were running out of titanium, so I'm going to max this out. I'm just going to keep this maxed out, burn some cycles, get some science. There we go. And get all my research done. And now we're going to work on, ooh, disruptors. The disruptors are the ones that really do a lot of damage to enemy shields. That's how we were able to wreck them so quickly. So I would say that my work has been very successful. All my planning, all of my scheming, upgrade. Oh, that's right. Turn off this token device. Actually, I take that back. Switch on. We'll just turn off something else, like the stellar cartography. Have a okay. So we need to turn off something else. I'm just gonna think of something we can turn off that's not going to be critical. We need housing for people, so I'm not going to turn that off. Science lab is needed for sciencing. I can just turn this on. It's okay. It just cuts off my my cycles to 44 now, and this is running low. Benefits of shields. Something else is something else, and something else is something else. What did I need though? Oh, that's right, because I was trying to upgrade stuff and I couldn't because I was running out of upgrade. How many? What level is this, by the way? Are there any other levels? Can I add a work team? Oh, I see. I can only have 2 upgrades. I can have. I gotcha. Alright. Okay, that's fine. 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 There we go. Upgrade shield generators. Boop. Boop, boop. More energy consumption. Alright. So now I can turn this off. There we go. Switch off. There we go. Now we're back in business. Oh, whoa. Okay. Now we're still over by 5. Because of the slow cloaking device I have turned on there. Workshop is needed for that, but that's fine because that's not really that helpful anyway. Shield generator level 2, but we have level 3 shield generators now. Baby, 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 baby. So that's gonna be great for in the future. So you actually utilize that part of our options there. Shield generator 3. I am so excited by that. Those shield generators, they should be boosting my since I've got 3 shield generators 3, I should have greater oh, okay. My power went up. Okay, it went from 429 to 443. Yes. I'm gonna be at 500 at some point. I'm gonna be at 500, and everything that comes within my path is gonna be quaking, and quaking in fear of our unlimited power. Okay, what do you gotta say? Dark Frontier. Towards the bridge, Captain. I've got everything ready for the coil construction, but I can't reach 7. We need her for the coil construction. Ensign, locate 7 of 9. She's not on Voyager, Captain. Not aboard? Lieutenant Tuvok, check for any departures, shuttle or transporter. Affirmative. 1 shuttlecraft departed 3 hours, 12 minutes ago, utilizing 7 of 9's command codes. How does a shuttle leave your ship and you don't know about it? What kind of ship are we running here? What kind of security? Tuvok, you are our MVP, our VIP. How did that slip through your superior Vulcan perception? Its destination was last known coordinates of the damaged Borg sphere. ... Long-range sensor logs indicate the Borg sphere vacated that position approximately 1 hour later. So we cannot say for certain whether she reached it. What the H was she thinking? We're being held, Captain. I can't identify the source. It's too far. Captain Catherine Janeway. Our paths finally cross. I have been following Voyager's journey with great interest. Who am I speaking to? I am the voice of the collective. The Queen. And what do you want? My interest lies in your vessel's recent acquisitions. Components scavenged from Borg probes, destined for a transwarp coil. Did you truly presume blindness on our part? A loss the collective can certainly cope with. Such defiance, the predictable byproduct of individuality. Ordinarily, this transgression would mandate assimilation. However, your actions provided an unforeseen opportunity. You must have noted the absence of 7 of 9 by now. I must thank you, Captain. You nurtured her individuality, exposed her to humanity, made her unique. That experience will add to our perfection. Why would 7 return to the collective? She chose a life here with us. She's not a drone that you can just take back. Captain, we merely allowed her time with you. Your actions in our probes simply refocused our attention. It was time for her to come home. She was resistant. Her humanity made her unruly. But she complied quite readily when I offered her a simple exchange. Her return for Voyager's continued existence. Such a human bargain. I will honor it. Keep your salvage components, Captain, and leave her to us. Do not follow. Check out the transmission, Captain. I can't track the origin. No need to track it, Harry. Starfleet has long theorized about a central command structure, Unimatrix 01, the heart of the hive, normally far beyond our reach, unless we use the transwarp coil. Then we can match their speed, but we need to act fast. Limited transwarp drive unlocked in the engineering tree. Okay. This isn't a decision we can make lightly. For all we know, 7 is headed straight into the heart of Borg space, right to the Queen herself. 7 didn't abandon us. She sacrificed herself. We can't just abandon her. Though I could choose to leave 7 behind, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go after 7 because 7's one of us, and we love her. And also, 7's one of us, so we love her. Go after 7. 7's one of us, and I'm not leaving her to the Borg. Prepare the transwarp coil. Morale plus 600. I mean, if I needed it, that would be awesome. But it's still awesome. We'll be knocking on the Queen's front door. Whatever awaits us, the crew must be prepared. Alright, so now we gotta do the research. Science! So, engineering, and we gotta do the limited transwarp drive. Takes 7 cycles. 70 science. Alright, so I gotta cancel this though. Can I pause it or does it abort it all together? I gotta abort it all together. Alright, that's what it is. So limited transwarp drive. See, that's what I wanted. The other option, I seriously thought that she would stay with this if I went this route. So the results are pretty much the same. In the other episode, in the actual episode, we steal it, we go to the heist, and she stays behind. This time, we try a different method, and we try to build it, and anyway, it is what it is. So now we have the research that we're going to work on, and while we're doing the research, let's just fly. Come fly with me, let's fly away. We're going to go down to the good old USA. No kidding. We're gonna go to the next cycle, the next system. I mean, we don't need any. Ooh, titanium. Actually, you know what? Okay, fine. You know what? I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna get that titanium because I guess it doesn't hurt to have the titanium. This is a good titanium system. Yeah. We're going to the side of the nebula. It doesn't matter because we got there. Okay, inner ship. All right. Now we're gonna go back. That's what we were gonna do before. Disruptor control. Disruptor control. Research that again. Hold on a second. What does this do again? Reduces the chance of rooms getting damaged in combat by 25. Okay. Phase control. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Now we got the science. So let's do it. You know what? Before we do this, I'm going to save scum. I feel like I'm gonna need to. So save it. Are you sure? Am I sure? I'm gonna say yes because I feel like there's a possibility that something could go awry. And so just in case, no, resume. Just in case something goes awry, I don't want to lose 7. I will need to have this backup plan. So let's go. Dark Frontier. If you accept this comms request, there is no turning back. You will leave this sector for good. No. Okay, so I guess we're not going to take that request until we finish this whole sector. Wow. It's really funny how it doesn't really push you to go any further into the other systems in this sector. So I was expecting more to come in this sector. Instead, we're just going to do this. Ooh, wow. That came awfully close to red. More than I would have liked. Okay, so we're just gonna jump into this. Damn, we got all this. This hasn't been explored yet. Okay, well, alright. We're gonna go here. And we're gonna fly. We're gonna take care of this story. We don't have 7 of 9, which I would have liked to have had, so I'm not sure what this other mission is. Hopefully this mission doesn't require her. Think tank requires 7. Think tank requires 7. 7's part of the think tank story. I didn't know this was gonna be a thing. Oh well. I didn't know I was gonna lose her. That's I guess that. The Hazari mercenary?
What are your orders, Captain?
My orders are to blow them to smithereens. And let's just take out their shields.
Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Okay, they surrendered, but I did blow them up anyway. I guess, yeah. We took this morale boost plus 400. Sweet Christmas. Our morale boosts are always going to be good now. I mean, seriously. Oops, what happened here? My camera just moved on its own. Hold on, I gotta... What is happening here? I guess... Okay, give me a quick moment. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. I don't know why, but the camera decided it wanted to move on its own. Alright. Disruptors and phaser control next. So I guess while I'm in the system, I'm just going to be taking care of most of my needed science to get resolved there. So, I did say I was going to also do the whole battery thing so I could do more of what I'm doing right now, flying on. I don't really need to use my cloaking device. I could have always used the cloaking device to duck out of that fight, but I'm not going to do that. Counterpoint. There's another side quest? Counterpoint. There we go. I'll do that. Shuttles. This is going to give me the most. 14! Dilithium. So I'm at 158 dilithium. That is glorious. Glorious. Alright. I'm gonna take care of this counterpoint thing first. What's counterpoint? Captain, I'm receiving a distress call. Let's do it. Is anyone receiving? Please help. We are Brenari. My name is Kerr, the Devourer. Too close. We need safe passage, please. Oh. Signal interrupted, but I have coordinates. Help the Brenari. Okay. Helm, set new course. We have to hurry. You know what? I think this is what I was looking for as to why I was so focused on having the cloaking device, and it's still enabled, so we're gonna go from there. Here we are, Captain. Scanners show a small ship on the surface, but it appears to be dead in the water. Approximately a dozen life signs on board. Open a channel. Brenari ship. This is Captain Catherine Janeway of the Federation Starship USS Voyager. We've received your distress call. Captain, thank you. Our engines failed, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. We won't survive the upcoming divorce space on our own. Divorce space, what is that? We humbly ask you to take us aboard. The Brenari ship is waiting for us at the sector's edge. A refugee transport that will guide us to a wormhole to leave this terrible place. Oh. Because they're telepaths. And the Brenari... don't like telepaths? What's it? There's someone doesn't like telepaths. No, the Brenari are them, but the other people don't like them, whatever space we're flying through. Who are the Devourer? That's right, the Devourer don't like them. Who are the Devourer and why are they hunting you? First, I need more information. Who are these Devourer and why are they hunting you? The Devourer Imperium is an authoritarian regime. They're extremely prejudiced against telepathic species. They use their warships to hunt and exterminate every telepathic species within their borders. Like us. In this case, my presence would pose a security liability, Captain. My abilities, they would pose a risk, Captain. I'm afraid my presence could endanger the ship. Smuggle the Brenari to the edge of the system. Edge of the sector, there we go. Mr. Kerr, you have my word. We'll deliver you to the rendezvous point. You will? Thank you. Your compassion will not be forgotten. Once we enter divorce space, the Brenari and our telepaths need to stay completely hidden. I want every option on the table. Thoughts? We have a cloaking device. How about that? That's why I got the cloaking device, was specifically for these people, because I was thinking, hey, we could use a cloaking device to fly through their space undetected, and we'll be good to go. But I guess not. Holodeck is an option. We could create a program and let them hide in there. There's a safer way. We could hide them within the transporter's suspension. It would keep them in stasis or the pattern buffers, effectively removing the life signs from any scan. No trace, no risk of detection. Cortical suppressors. They would master telepathic energies. Ooh, you know what? I like the cortical suppressors idea. That's a great idea of 9 of 9. 9. Good suggestions. I'll think about them. Dismiss. Alright, so we have some options here. Upgrade holodeck to level 2. It's already upgraded to level 2. Oh, I see. Upgrade sickbay to level 3. What? Is that for the corticals? Okay, hold on a second. I feel like I'm... Alright, let's go ahead and we're just going to disable the shuttle bay for a moment here. There we go. And now we're good for that. We'll just... we'll start storing up 4 energy there. That's turned off. No, let's turn off the turn off the cloaking device too. I mean, I thought that the cloaking device was going to be helpful. It's not. I could turn back on the shuttle bay. Although the cloaking device would do something, it's not going to do something for this mission that I wanted it to do. So what's the point? But now I got to do the science because I can't. Okay, what is this level? Oh, 2 cycles to go. I'm not going. Okay, I'll just spin 2 cycles. I'll just spin the 2 cycles, and then we're fine. What's here? Uranium, deuterium, uranium, trading station, food, ambush, deuterium, nothing there. No, the lithium, besides what I saw. Deuterium. Alright, so we're gonna go to the trading station. And there we go. So now we're gonna do the sick bay level whatever. Sick bay level 3. Sick bay level 3. Sick bay. Sick bay level. What? I have level 3 sick bay, I just haven't upgraded it? What's that about? How am I on level 2? How I haven't upgraded yet? Oh. It was there the whole time? I just... You know what? How did I overlook that? I don't know. I don't know how I overlooked that. I don't know how I did that. It's... How many alcoves? How many people are using these alcoves? So this says regeneration alcove, but I don't know how many people are using these alcoves. At least in the crew ones, it shows you... Okay, how many Borg do I have? How about that? I'll just look at this. How many crew? I have 10x Borg, and I have... Okay, I gotcha. Alcove covers 10 people. Okay, I gotcha. 10 Borg. Okay. Trade 2 Borg nanites. Okay, I'm really close to capacity anyway, so I guess I can afford them. For uranium, but I don't need uranium. Where's my dilithium? I trade 80 uranium for 7 dilithium crystals. That's the deal right there. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. Even though I don't really need that many dilithium and crystals, it doesn't hurt to have them. I'm almost at capacity, but I'd rather have an abundance or be packed, be completely full, than not have that and give away one of my critical things. Even if I'm close to capacity and being full, all that would mean is I can stop. I can you know, just turn off the biolab. That would give me some energy. That would give me my resources back, and I wouldn't have to worry about Borg nanites until I built something else Borgish, or did some Borg research. So I'm not really worried about that. I'm not going to use those. I'm actually really fortunate that I can actually say that I'm almost done with having to worry about that. Alright, so... How many more cycles until this is 6 cycles? Okay. We're going to go here, we're going to take care of this other side quest. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders, continue. Before Voyager lies a highly volatile Class D planetoid. The planet's scorched crust pulses with veins of raw dilithium flowing like molten gold beneath. Fractured stone. A rare opportunity if the crew can withstand the planet's fury. Scans are revealing substantial dilithium deposits beneath the planet's crust, Captain. Mining them may yield significant benefits. Let's see. Send Balana to mine the dilithium. Send Neelix. Send Harry. Neelix is great for... I haven't used Harry lately. I'm gonna say Harry. Hopefully I don't lose Harry. But But I can't afford to leave the symbol on it and lose her. She's... Ensign Kim, gear up and lead the extraction. Let's see what the rock is hiding. Think tank is 5 cycles. Alrighty, so what is 5 cycles away? This over here. I guess I can fly over there and get some deuterium. Deuterium. Sick bay. Great. So now I can do that. Boom. Alright, holodeck. I'm not worried about that because I'm not going to be using my energy for that. I'm not using my energy for that. Where's this simpler? Do I need... Actually, you know what? I can remove this now. I'm not going to be using this. So I can just dismantle this. Get my 3 cycles back. I can decide how I want to use this space in a different way. Actually... Cancel build. I do have the energy for it right now. What else did I turn off? That's why, because I turned off the holodeck. What else do I have turned off? I feel like I have something else. I have this turned off. Oh, the workshop is turned off. I just gotta take a look at my resources right now. Removing the turning off the holodeck and removing the science lab may have resolved most of my energy needs. It's just the cloaking device. Trying to utilize that requires turning off all this other stuff. So if I turn this back on, I'm not really hurting for energy when I have this on right now, so I guess I could do this. How much of a difference does this make? How much difference does that make? I guess it's good to have that on. I guess I'm not worried about... Okay. Do I remove that? Again, it's 14 energy. I don't need the cloaking device right now. You know what? I'm still not done with that mission now. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna keep this off, and I'm gonna turn off the shuttle bay for the moment. I'm gonna turn on the cloaking device. Alright, now I've got plenty of energy because this is maxed out. And if I want to turn off anything else, I can turn off the engineering office. I don't need that right now. At the present moment. Okay, that gives me exactly the amount that I need for that. Okay. And risk for higher yield. Use the cloaking device. Captain, we've arrived at a massive gas giant with intense magnetic storms. Our sensor readings are scrambled, but we are within this visual distance range of a Borg probe orbiting the planet. It hasn't detected us yet, but any mistake may alert to our presence. So this is where the cloaking device becomes handy. I've been looking to see when it's going to be becoming useful. And boom. Cloaking device became handy for a side quest for one of these missions. I knew having the cloaking device would help us in some sort of way. I just didn't know when. I needed it. I wanted it. And now we have it. So think tank. What do they have to say? We're being held, Captain. I can't locate the origin though. Originating signature Hazari. No match in our database. 7 with the Hazari. X Neelix with the Hazari. What can you tell me about the Hazari, Mr. Neelix? I'm glad I sent down Mr. Kim instead of Neelix, because then I would have had nobody to tell me about the Hazari. Oh, I'm afraid nothing good, Captain. Mostly mercenaries and ship snatchers. Not a friendly face among them. Okay, that sounds like another day in the Delta Quadrant. Put them through. USS Voyager, I am Yusek of the Hazari Bounty Hunters. Surrender! No one needs to get hurt. My client would prefer your vessel intact. Your client is about to suck it! Your client Who are you working for? We've done nothing to warrant this pursuit. They're about to taste the torpedo. That's not your concern. What's relevant is that one of your people is now ours. That guy. Utterly unremarkable. Sometimes we forget he's there. Even apologize when he stepped on my foot. That guy. Bribe Pazari, we can pay you better. Nope. The Voyager will take you down. We're far from defenseless. If you value your vessel, I suggest you hand us back our crewmate. I suggest you peacefully surrender your ship. Then you get your companion back. Brave words for someone who's hiding. Let's see you up close. Arg. Report. Hull minus 40? What just happened? Emergency quarters got damaged, crew quarters got damaged, no big concern there. Multiple impacts detected from heavy, long-range weaponry, ignoring our shields. 6 Hazari vessels located at the system's perimeter. We are severely outnumbered. Precisely. Bad day for you, I imagine. But don't worry, Captain, we're generous. Take a moment to collect your thoughts. We'll be in touch. Be prepared to offer a solution that satisfies our terms. Connection lost. Hold on. Another hail incoming. Different signature. Not the Hazari. Captain Janeway, I am the solution to your problem, if you're willing to listen. You are the cause of the problem, and the solution is blowing you clear out of the space. And who are you, knowing of our predicament? Identify yourself. This is too convenient. It's too convenient because it's too convenient. Kuros, I am a member of a small group, explorers like yourselves. Only we seek out challenges, technological, biological, social, even artistic. A think tank. Think tank. Yes, I think that. I like that. Our think tank was nearby when I noticed your dispute with the Hazari. As it so happens, I know a trick or two that would get you your crew back. Be cautious, maybe it's a trap. And how do I know you aren't a Hazari trap? Maybe you're part of their ambush. You're right to be cautious, Captain. Our analysis suggests likely ambush points, but does that truly matter? You clearly cannot withstand the Hazari. You require my assistance. I mean, we could withstand them because we are Starship Voyager, but whatever. Something tells me your proffered help comes with the price tag. Quite astute, Captain. We require a significant share of your resources. A fair trade. Duranium, tritanium, dilithium. Ah, further off. Okay, accept the offer. Right. I'll consider sparing resources if it ensures the safety of my crew, but let's be clear. You will need to meet your end of the bargain. I'm a man of my word. All I need is a little time to work my magic, Captain. Your crewmate will be returned soon. Alright. Where's the, enter Devara space by flying into System 3? This says System... Okay, just flying in that system will probably do it. It says System 3, but it doesn't actually label it as System 3. It is what it is. Alright. Do I need anything else in this system? Or am I good? Hold on a second. Is my cloaking device working? It is working. Cloaking device, Oh, that's right, I forgot. I'm wondering why it has so much energy. It's because my people are unhoused at the moment. Repair. Alright, switch on. There we go. Now I can do this repair to repair. And that'll give me... That'll put me over my thing here. So I gotta turn off something else. We're just gonna turn off workshop right now. Because we're not workshopping anything. We'll turn this back on when we need workshop. we do need some dilithium now. I wasn't even paying attention. That's not dilithium and uranium. I'll fly over there and give us a few. Okay, those are repaired. Don't care about that. Okay, and engineering office. Careful. Shuttle bay. Is it operating? Man, they're keeping it. That was really close to the red. I gotta go back to the ship. Is the shuttle bay turned off? It is turned off. I turned it off because I have reasons. Okay. No, because the cloaking device being the reason. If they come and try to attack us, we can just cloak away from the fight, but we will lose Kim more than likely. Ooh, tritanium. I need tritanium. Wow, we're down to 135? What is taking up all that tritanium? Is it our research? It's gotta be our research. I was over capacity at that point. Dang, look at the Borg nanites. We're at 44 out of 45. So after the next 17 cycles, I'm gonna less than that. What is let's go over here. Biolab. 8 cycles remaining, then I'm done with this biolab. I can turn that off, and I can send Mr. Paris someplace else. Ooh, well, just like butter. So I do need some tritanium, so I'm just gonna jump to the next. Oh, the incoming hell, right? I gotta take care of that. Alright. Boop. Tink tink. Suddenly a shimmering figure materializes on Voyager's bridge. Harry Kim, unharmed but shaken. The exchange was a success, but something feels off. Too clean, too quiet. Is that the real Harry? I'm back. 1 minute I was with the Hazari, the next that strange man was talking to them, and then I was here. What happened? Let's put it to this way. We've made a deal. The Hazari have vanished from our scanners, Captain. Kuros as well. It's a reprieve, but I'm left with the distinct sense that we've been played. So I gave them that lithium, but then I got that lithium. Okay, well, that was it. I suppose there'd probably be more to the story if 7 was on the ship. But let's go ahead. Go to the next sector. Sector 3. Alright. Captain, we're approaching Devora territory. I'm picking up multiple patrol ships along their border. Farewell, Mr. Kerr. Have your people prepare. Tuvok unavailable. Kess unavailable. You two must hide. Be advised, this is going to be a very long wait. Well then, let's play hide and seek. Ooh! Cloaking device! That's what I'm talking about! So, I could have used this hide telepaths and holodeck program, but I have holodeck turned off. I'm gonna go with this, because I can use my cloaking device. This particle suppressors wasn't a guarantee, it's 80%, which is nice. I'm gonna do telepath. Cloaking device. All telepaths proceed to cargo bay 2. That area will be selectively cloaked. You must not make any noise. Cloaking device active, Captain. As long as nobody sneezes in there, we should be good. Good. Let's hope that everything goes smoothly. Helm, take us to the war border. Aye, Captain, approaching. 3 patrol ships blocking our way. They're hailing us. This is Inspector Kashyyyk of the Devor Imperium. Identify yourself. Captain Catherine Janeway of the Federation Starship Voyager. We're en route through this sector on a peaceful course. peacefully and without clearance. You are aware, I presume, that telepaths are strictly forbidden? Your mama's forbidden. We are aware, Spectre. Then I'm sure you'll understand we'll be conducting a routine inspection to ensure compliance. Voyager has nothing to hide. Well, that's a lie, but we are hiding something. And this will be over before you remember it. All hands prepare for Devore inspection. Cooperate fully. Let's get it over with. I took the liberty of playing this music throughout your ship. I thought it might help your crew relax. Sometimes these inspections can be stressful. How thoughtful. Well, Captain, while my men are currently searching the ship, why don't we use the time to get to know each other? I looked at your logs, your archives, humans. Fascinating. Your culture has many contradictions. Violence and beauty, science and faith, all somehow mingled harmoniously, like the counterpoint of this music. Go along with him, an apt comparison. Indeed, our culture is a complex melody, but it's precisely this counterpoint that makes it strong. It's chaos that forms harmony. A poetic analogy. I rarely meet people who share my enthusiasm for art and music, especially people thousands of light years from home, trespassing in our space. I mean, do you guys have like a border wall? Like, you know, people will fly in your space, they will know about your space. You have like probes or something announcing that you're entering so-and-so space, stop now. No, it's just, you've entered our space. Okay. Where's your sign? We're just trying to get home, Inspector. Through the Devore Imperium, we don't exactly embrace outsiders. Well, how would we know? We don't know who you are. Which brings me to a matter that could threaten our friendship. I've examined your crew manifest. Lieutenant Tuvok casts telepaths, and yet for some reason you neglected to mention them. For a very simple reason, they're dead. They died a long time ago. That's unfortunate. That's fortunate for you, I mean. If I'd known you were harboring telepaths, I would have had to arrest you for breaking our cardinal protocol. They were valued members of the crew, Inspector, not criminals. Perhaps we've learned that a mind you can't read is dangerous, especially when it can read yours. They've deceived our leaders, turned us against each other. One moment. I'm receiving an update on the inspection. Good news, your vessel is in compliance. No telepaths were found. Happy to cooperate. I respect cooperation, Captain, but remember, the Devore Imperium is vast. A friend could make your journey much easier. Alright, Janeway, he's looking for a friend, and I'm sure when he means friend, he's meaning something else besides friend. But he might mean friend, but it also might mean very, 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 very close friends. But it also might just mean friend. But let's keep our eyes open for any sign that he means more than a friend. I'll keep it in mind. Until next time, Catherine. He called you by your first name, instead of Captain Janeway, which is your official, personal, professional name. Alright. All telepaths remain in your concealed locations. We won't risk exposure. The Devore could return at any moment. Helm, full impulse to the binary coordinates. There's no time to waste. Rendezvous. Reach the rendezvous coordinates. Smuggle the binary safely to the sector. Alright. So, that's them way over there. Way over there. While we're here, we might as well get all that beautiful, beautiful, luscious dilithium. What about titanium? We're gonna go here too. Because it's... Oh, we're gonna leave the sector, so it's not like we really need to worry about any of these resources going to waste. Titanium there as well. Alright, and what about this? Okay, so just here for the titanium. Great. Now, Devore Shoal is approaching, Captain. No weapons. They're hailing us. It didn't take long on screen. No warships today, Captain. I see that. If you're here for another inspection, I'm not here to search, Voyager. Then what do you want, Inspector? Call me Kashyyyk. I never liked that title. Truth is, I'm defecting and I need your assistance. Okay, that's a trap. No. Excuse me? Why should I believe a word you say? Because I know about the Bernari you're hiding. I could have exposed them any time. So why didn't you? I despise the Devore Imperium, and I despise the man I've become. I'm haunted. A few months back, we found a little girl hiding. I took her out of a plasma tank. She looked at me full of hope. thank me for saving her. But I did my duty. I sent her to her execution. Her face, it's a ghost that can't escape. Also, you're a monster. And you're grieving. The guilt has consumed you. And so you want to free and run away as opposed to changing the system. Then I met you, Catherine. You defied everything we stand for. You risked your ship and your crew to protect telepaths. I know then that you are my way out. My chance to finally make a choice that is not theirs. Trust him. Trust him. If needed be, we'll blow everyone out the sky because we're Warship Voyager, and we can if we want to. I'm willing to take a risk, Kashyyyk, but know that your future is in our hands. I appreciate this, Catherine, more than you know. Stay vigilant, but open the door. Make the right choice. I hope you appreciate it for the right reasons at the end of the day. We all have to live with ourselves, Kashyyyk. The man I had to live with every day knew a lot. Sharing that knowledge is probably a good start. The rendezvous with the Bernari ship is a setup. Devor's ships are waiting to destroy Voyager. The real shot is the wormhole, but it won't be long till my people find it and block it. Do you have coordinates for said wormhole? If I did, I'd already be through it, but I know where the Devor aren't looking. It's a start. Let's focus on scanning the Devor blind spots and any wormholes in the area. Tuvok? Guess? Bernari, you can come out now. The game of hide and seek is over. Alright, so we're gonna collect some engineering and Borg maturation. How would I can't do that? That's certainly this an option though. Alright, Captain Williams detected the wreckage of a vessel burrowed into the surface of this planet. Scans show partial Borg signatures. If it appears, the installation process began but was never completed. The ship could still hold viable cargo. Then this cargo, get the cargo. Take all the booty you can find. Alright, boom, we collected it. And it's gonna go here. Where am I sciencing? I don't see any science progress. Have I not been sciencing this entire time? I'm upset with myself. I think because I was doing something. Advanced living standards, all crew, quarters, gain a bonus of per cycle. What? I didn't do that? Well, right now I gotta focus on my combat stuff, so phaser control, room. Oh. Wow. This whole time, I've been losing time, jumping around, flying around. I was supposed to have a science that was active, and I guess I missed that because I was doing something else. Enhanced maneuver thrusting, okay, I think I'm capped out. I think I'm good on my combat stuff. I don't really focus on any of those other stuff. Maneuvering thrusters, I don't really worry about that right now. I don't have to worry about that. Enhancer, so far that hasn't been an issue for me. I'm not gonna worry about that. I can always focus now on my Borg stuff, because Shuttle Bay 3. It's gonna use more energy. Modified trajector matrix increases flight speed within solar systems plus 10%. Large battery compartment, I could do that to boost my battery, because what I've been doing here. Increases repair rate of 4 core. Increases the amount of deuterium. This boosted by 60, 60's nothing. Well, it's still something. It's just going to increase energy use by the batteries though, because that's going to be a problem otherwise. Yeah. I don't want to do that. It's going to cost me more energy. I can check that. I can check that very quickly. Ship. This, if I upgrade you, is this going to cost me more energy? It doesn't say it's going to cost more energy. Okay. Alright, so science then. I might boost this, and then I might go just focus on the energy aspect of it. What was my other thing? I was worried about generation outcome, so I don't have to worry about that. The cutting beam level room 2, that boosts that, but that's also going to increase my energy consumption. I was thinking of replacing that one thing with this, but I don't know how much energy that's going to use comparatively. Am I really going to run that? Or am I going to... My cloaking device is currently turned on. Tetrion particle matrix increases fire rate. Bulk climate by 25%. Okay. Okay. Metaphasic pressure. Okay. Metaphasic shield room level 2, so we're gonna do that. That'll boost my shields, and that's the last thing I need to do from a science. Waste disassembler. I don't need to worry about that. Increases resource production. I don't care about that. Biolab. Don't really worry about that because I'm pretty good on all the stuff that I need. But I know gel packs are pretty good right now. My Borg nanodes are pretty good right now. I don't have to use any more energy for that. So I think I'm gonna pretty much be, for the most part, done with this for my lab here. I'm gonna boost this. I'm not gonna change the holodeck. Enhance quarters, rations. Okay, I'm gonna worry about the replicator rations. They're fine. I haven't really needed a Talaxian ally, but I could always research that for the sake of having someone if I need it in a fight. I mean, if I want to dominate, truly dominate, having an ally doesn't hurt because it doesn't really cost me that many resources, so it's not going to be a problem. Hull repair efficiency. Actually, I just realized +1 per cycle. Okay, I can do that too. I'm really blowing through all my research though. It reduces crafting cost by 25%. By the time I get out of this system, even out of this, I mean not the sector, not system, out of the sector, I'm pretty much going to be, I could possibly be done with a lot of my research, especially if I burn through and get to 140 cycles. It reduces crafting cost by 25%. For workshop efficiency, this is great for building more torpedoes. And while I'm thinking about that, why am I not building more torpedoes? How much resources does that really cost me? I think I have the workshop turned off. That's why. That's why I have it turned off. Because I'm at 500. I don't need more torpedoes at this moment. Shield generator. So what am I researching right now? Oh, beneficic shields. Then I can do batteries, and then I can upgrade my batteries that I have. This one right here. What? Why is this battery compartment different from the other one? Okay. I am so... Oh, no wonder it's the angle. The angle of the... Wow. That is attention to detail right there. I didn't realize that you get different angles in the rooms depending on... Okay, wow. That's... Okay. That's when you're zoomed in. Okay, anyway. We're gonna go here. We're gonna grab this. Ambush by the Hazari. They're gonna...
What are your orders, Captain?
Oh, we're still at -40 for our hull because I turned off my engineering crew. That's right. I need to turn them back on so I can repair my hull. But we're still at... Let's take out their shields.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
1, 2, 3.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready. Enemy shields destroyed. Ability ready, Captain.
Yeah, they fled. But not before we took their everything. Boost some morale, some science, and some deuterium. Yes. Alright, recover some material. Let's see. Say Captain routine service scans for complete. This planet appears to have once been home to an advanced civilization. No life signs detected. Evidence suggests full Borg assimilation. There may still be something useful among the ruins. Shall we investigate? Yes, let's go ahead and let's do some sciencey stuff. Alright, boost the morale, boost the science, boost to our other resources. There we go there. Alright. Let's fly over here and get... No. Hold on a second. I forgot I was supposed to be doing the science lab wormhole thingy. Well, I guess that's good that that's good. That's what I was supposed to do anyway. So science research is done. We can do this now. What did I just do? Oh, right. I did the metaphasic shield generator thing. So now I can put these guys to work. Engineering team, they're there. So I gotta get these guys doing a task here. So let's focus on repairing our hull. Science generators at their max. This here has to be upgraded. Just gonna use 4 more energy. What else can I turn off besides my cloaking device? Cloaking device just isn't worth it because I've got my shuttle bay turned off and still not enough. I mean, science. I'm really close to turning off my science lab. Do I really need it right now? Probably not. Do I really need the extra disruptor array right now? Probably not. But when those fights do occur, I take out their shields relatively quickly, and that's because of my disruptor arrays are super powerful. So besides that, was there anything else I need to upgrade? Let's see. Does this upgrade? Disruptor array does upgrade. 2 extra energy here. 2 extra energy here. Phaser control. Okay. Switch on. And I gotta upgrade these. Yeah. So, yeah, this upgrade? No. Phaser. What's the other phaser control? Over here. I'm upgrading all my weapons here. So we're gonna have to sadly let you go, kind sir. After the research is finished. It's officially time. Ooh, actually I can turn this off. That's right, Biolab. Boom, there we go. That was 11 energy. That's I'm packed out on board nanites. I'm at 45, so I don't need to have that on right now. So that's gonna give me the energy I need, so I don't have to worry about that right now. I'm good on Borg nanoprobes until I get myself to an amount where I need them anymore, which is gonna be done with the research. But yeah, I'm good on those. So that's where my energy was going, and that's resolved. Perfect. Now I got 6 energy to work with. I mean, I still need more energy, and it's gonna go away as soon as I upgrade all this stuff here. I've got 4 rooms is going to be upgraded. It's going to use a lot more energy, so I'm going to have to work with something. But it saves my science lab just for a time period. And these are all level 3, so I'm fine on science. Workshop, that's fine. Shield generator. There we go. We're gonna go with that one. Get that 14, unless it goes in red. Okay, we got 10 dilithium. That's fine. We're at 175 dilithium. I never thought I'd see the day where I'm like, I don't need any more dilithium, but we're getting close to that day. It's a beautiful day. It is a very beautiful day. Ooh, food and titanium. What do you know? Wow, I'm down to 5 titanium. Thought I was. What? How did I just run out of titanium all of a sudden? Like, I guess I wasn't paying attention to what the scientists for hire. I don't need any scientists right now for hire. I'm running out of storage space. I mean, I could always build another crew quarters, but that was. Fragmented remains of a Borg crew are scattered on the surface of this planet, Captain. Scans show no working power sources, life signs of Borg activity. Whatever happened here, there seems to be no one around. This could be a great salvage opportunity. Let's go ahead and let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, so plenty of food acquired, and titanium. All right. Okay, well that's that. So I'm just gonna jump over here, grab this deuterium, this least little bit that I need, and jump to the next. There we go. Normal position required. Perfect. So I got that. Boom. Extra phase of power. Boom. Do I really need it? No, but here we go. Character. Current power level 451. Average enemy power 160. Average energy power. Enemy power. I'm not seeing any signs that that's the case. Not even close to the case in my case. Biolab level 3. Don't care about it. Don't need it. Unless it's going to give me the option to do both at the same time. Which it's not. One or the other. Holographic ship projector. Unlocks the Doctor's combat ability. We don't really need the Doctor's combat ability. We got plenty of combat abilities from all the other guys, so don't worry about that. So that moves us out of the science category. And move us on to engineering. Buzar collectors. Do I need that? Okay, I realized some of the research I was doing was eating away. That's what it was. Some of the research I was doing. Advanced living quarters. I don't really care about morale right now. We're good on morale. We're every time we have a fight, we're winning 200, 400. I'm sorry. So powerful ally would be great if we were in a fight where we need it, but we don't really need it right now. I haven't found ourselves in a situation combat-wise where we actually really needed the help. Except for that one instance when the Kazan were outnumbering us. Reduces crafting costs by 425. Micro slipstream drive and the transport drive. Combining those two technologies, we should be able to find some sort of way to build some sort of network of getting us back to home faster. We've got way too much resource and research to not be able to get home by now, but maybe the science isn't sciencing to kind of combine the two technologies, transwarp and slipstream, into some sort of functional tunneling system to get through space. Increases impulse drive, cargo bay, level 2, don't worry about that, we got large. Workshop, efficiency, reduces crafting costs. What? Oh, I already looked at that. Okay, that's what I was looking at. I was just looking at the other stuff. So I guess we're gonna go with small battery compartment. That'll we can upgrade those. That'll at least give us more energy when we do need to run ratchet on our energy supplies. Alright, let's go here. Shield generators. Boom. Great. Now we're maxed out on our deuterium. Move on to the next system. Boom. Yes. Disruptor array. Gonna have to turn off this guy because we're not actually working on anything right now. Currently unassigned, so we're just gonna turn these guys off again. Since these guys were successful in working on these projects there. Boom. And boom. Alright. So let's give it us +4 for that. And we'll just currently assign. We'll just assign them since they're working. That'll get that there, then we can turn those guys off. Is there a max for shield generators? I just realized what I could do. That uses 9 energy. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I was thinking of once I remove the science lab, putting a large battery compartment right there, and then using the sector 2 spot there for something else. But more likely it's gonna be a maturation chamber right there if it's not gonna use too much energy. As if I need it. Word of caution, Captain. Tahara System 3 appears to have an automated sensor array. Any clever tricks up your sleeve for avoiding detection? Don't trust them. Could be a trap to stall time. Bypass the scanners. Thanks for the warning, Keshik. Okay, let's see what we can do. Cloaking device. Cloak ship to avoid to fly below the radar. That's exactly why I chose to get the cloaking device. I knew some way it was going to be successful and it'd be essential. I'm so glad. So glad. Communication jammer. Is that an option? For research? When do you get that? When is communication jammer an option? Alright, well, cloak ship? Cloak ship. That's why I got the cloaking device. Activate the cloak and suppress all signatures. Let's hope they don't look too close. Sensors show no trace of Devar pursuit. We appear to have avoided detection. That's why I got the cloaking device. So, completely justifies my reasoning and why I made the sacrifices I did as far as energy and systems and options. So, cloaking device is working. Okay, good. Thank you, Keshik. Without you, we'd have fallen into their trap. Don't thank me too soon, Captain. Not until we've brought the Denari through the wormhole. Alright, so we were worried about the hull damage if we didn't have the best navigation reflector available. We've upgraded it to level 3, so there shouldn't be any risk of any kind of damage to our ship. Look at all that tritanium in the system. Tritanium here, tritanium there, tritanium everywhere. So let's do it there, and let's get it there. Counterpoint. That's not a system-related thing, so it wouldn't take me out of the system. So I'm just gonna go there and take care of that. This is a repair station, so if it comes to it, we go there. I doubt we're gonna need it, but tritanium and science. Fading Bohr signature. Captain, a weak Bohr energy signature is emitting from the Class Y planet. This intense plasma storms and radiation are disrupting our sensors. We can't get a reading on what is down there, but whatever it is, it won't last long. I'm gonna go there first for the science. For the science! Alright, large battery compartment. We're gonna research that next. We got plenty of science for that, so I'm not stressing science. Science! Let's go ahead and get that. Alright, I can upgrade these guys now. That's what's going on. Alright, we can reassign these guys. Then assign and assign. Alright, we're not worried about any damage because of our navigational deflector, so we can put that energy to work to upgrade our batteries. So upgrade this one, upgrade battery compartment here. No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to upgrade it, not turn it off. Damn it. Alright. Come on. Alright. So biolab is turned on. Everything's good here. We got an energy, just this +1. It's full anyway. Okay, so they'll. We only had 3. Battery compartment upgraded. Alright, so now we do this, and this. We got more energy to work with there, so instead of 360 we got 540 as an option. And what can I turn off to give it a little bit more to charge those juices? The science lab. I'm gonna dismantle this because I don't plan on using it. Sensor array, workshop level 2 will give us more science, so I'm just gonna abandon this for a quick moment. No! No! Oh, I missed. Oh, by abandoning it, I wanted to do the workshop thing and I didn't. Alright, well, that was that. There went that. So I want to save scum for that little side quest. I'm not sure what that would have done. It was giving us some science. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal. I'm not sure what else we could have got from that. I just... sometimes you can leave. In that particular case, you couldn't leave. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Workshop turned off. Whatever. Show generator. Level 1. There we go. And... let's just go over here and take care of this. Alright, waste disassembler, remove that, we got our resources from that. Arch battery compartment, alright, science that, and now we're gonna science this. Get our best storage capacity from that. I'm now going to... So I could always remove this science lab and then place the science lab over here, but I plan on removing it permanently anyway. I'll just go ahead and just let it do its thing, and then I'll probably build a large thing right here. Then if I want to do more with my energy, once I build up, you know, my batteries here, I can turn the science thing on again. I'll just wait until... what am I waiting for? I don't know. Science is finished, I guess. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders, continue. Wormholes in range, Captain. The Manawi are ready to leave. Captain, my words cannot express my gratitude. You saved us. This small gift is nothing compared to your kindness, but please accept it as a token of our thanks. Deuterium, nice. Tritanium, nice. Uranium, nice. And morale. Whoa! 600! Oh, nice. Alright, thank you, Mr. Kerr. Thank you and your people. May you and your people find a safe haven from here on. Kashyyyk, you honored your promise. What you did took immense strength. It's a rare man who can defy an empire, who can defy his own people for his principles. The man you wish to become, I see him. I want you. If you want a place on this crew, it's yours. I've decided to adopt one of your human philosophies. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This step is mine to take, and I am prepared to walk for the walk. So he's recruited, Kashyyyk. Okay, very well. What does he do? I don't know, but let's see. Time to leave Zavora space for good. Return to our old course. Alright, so we got some more points. What exactly is Janeway's experience level right now? I can take a look at the heroes, Janeway. Level 9! Okay. Alright, that works for me. She's almost at level 10, so she's almost maxed out. We can actually use her on missions, though. I mean, I guess it's for the best, because we don't want her to get injured or hurt or anything, and we lose her. But she can't go on away missions. But anyway. So, let's see. Halts the enemy ship while increasing Voyager's damage output. Inspection. 24-second countdown. Cooldown. Okay, so that's if we want to use him in a kind of fight. I wouldn't use him in a fight, though. I would stick with Pelk, because he can do the torpedo with poison. It does damage over time. You really can't beat that. You really can't beat that. That's okay, but he can do some stuff here. Let's see, level 1, but he's got it nice for, let's see, diplomacy and phaser. No, that's been one of the combinations I've been looking for, maybe. So him, if I put him with Chakotay, they're pretty much going to be killing it from a diplomacy and a phaser standpoint. And then if I combine them with Tuvok, talk about command options as well as phaser options and some science. So I'm ready to go try another away mission. I want to get my guys up there. With that being stated, I do need someone to work in my torpedo bay, and I just got a hero now that can do that, so let's get to work. Get to work, plus 24% efficiency. Because I don't see any other place where I can use diplomacy right now besides trade. What are we doing here? Okay. I knew we would need that cloaking device eventually, so we're good there. Okay. So now that mission's over, we can proceed over here. Still doing our research and stuff. Alright, workshop is down, but it's fine because we don't need that. Shield generator, disruptor array. And this is a greater chance of success with less risk. There we go. Tritanium! And no tritanium in this system, right? Just uranium? Uranium's still good, but tritanium is my goal. Tritanium! My research is moving along. And it's finished. Large battery compartment. Wonderful. So now we got that science. I can do the large. We're going to do Bazaar collectors while we're at it. Because that's good for something. Workshop efficiency, I can boost that. Next, then we're going to go focus primarily on our Borg stuff, because that'll be pretty much it for that. That'll be it. That'll be... Oh, that... Holodeck, I'm not caring about that. I don't really care about morale either. I mean, you know what? I say that, but that +1 will go a long way, I suppose. Don't want to invest the resources for that is the thing. How many crew quarters do I have? 4. So that would give me +4 to morale. I'm consistently at a -12, so it could be like -8. So I guess that would, in essence, reduce any kind of negatives I have to worry about ever. Part of my negatives is not having crew quarters now. Morale. I'm sick, -200. Emergency. Oh, emergency quarters. Homesick. Without quarters. Okay, maximum morale. So without quarters, it really doesn't affect our morale boost. Emergency quarters. Emergency quarters. -1. I guess. Okay. And I guess I can find a way to do that. Cutting beam, alcoves, shield matrices. I don't worry about that. Okay, shield matrices. Did I didn't upgrade that yet because I can't until I can do that. Okay, I've upgraded my weapons. Level 3. Level 3. Level 3. I did all that stuff. This is level 3. This is level 3. Okay, I'm just trying to think all the stuff I still have to do, research-wise. This is the bizarre collectors. Okay, so next thing, I guess. Next thing, I think I've done everything here, so just reminding myself, because for some reason my memory is not, at least it's simpler and I care about that. Okay, so everything's Borg now. All I gotta do left is my Borg research, and then I'll have had everything. This is glorious. I gotta do this. I gotta do all 5 tiers. Make sure it's all turned on. And how much is it gonna require? 8 dilithium, 10 dilithium, 15 dilithium. So a nice chunk of dilithium overall, but I've got plenty of it right now. So I think we're golden. I am really excited about this. Let's go ahead and do this. Get some more titanium, navigation reflector. We'll do this workshop. Yeah, that's fine. Deploy mines. Leave for now. Okay, so leave for now as opposed to abandon. That's the key words there. Leave for now. We'll see how much of a difference having workshop turned on does. Click on here. Does workshop really do much of a difference? I mean, it's safer, we get fewer resources, but it's less likely to do a thermal theme. That's going to get less resources, but less risk. I'm just going to risk it. Alright, hull damage. I said I was going to risk it. I got nothing. I should have just gone with it. Safer option. Shuttles is the best option. Leave for now. I'll just switch off workshop because workshop didn't do me any good there. And I'll turn on this guy because we want to use the shuttles. There we go. Losing that titanium was terrible. Alright, hull repair. I'm not gonna do titanium is actually what I want. Ooh, deuterium? I'm fine. We're swimming in deuterium in this space, so we're fine. So just do hull repair. That's fine. That's just fine. I don't care about that. That works for me. Ooh, 12 dilithium for a hold. It's not crazy. I'm not gonna give out titanium, but I'll just do the deuterium because we're about to collect some deuterium from way over there. There's 2 options here. And we're gonna grab some food, and then we're gonna be out of this system onto the next one. Star collectors, there we go. Now we can science up to science with some science. Borg tier 3. Great. By the time we get there, we're gonna be ready for Borg tier 4. I understand. Borg tier 3. Done. Okay. Borg tier 4. I might as well just bump up all the tiers right at one go, all back to back. And then we'll do the science in those tiers. Workshop's closed, but we're gonna do the shuttles. Because shuttles are a success most of the time. There we go. We go there, and then we're gonna grab this. Nope. Ah, crap. Ambush. I'll just grab
What
the
are your
food
orders,
first.
Captain?
Ah, it's fine. It's fine if I do that other way. Reverse. Shields.
Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
1.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Victory! Alright. Proceed. Gain a bunch of stuff. Shield status is 99%. Alright, that was such a quick defeat for those guys. I feel slightly bad for them. Slightly. And for the most part, not really. Wormhole. Okay, we're gonna grab some food. Then we're gonna jump out of the system. Right, neuroelectric field generator. I don't care about that. It's not gonna do much for us anyway. Science lab. See, Captain scans show an inhabited planet with some biosignatures. We're just gonna play it safe. We don't really need that much. We're not gonna risk any red, especially after the last thing. There we go. Because we're capping out anyway. We're maxing out and everything, so I don't need to stress about getting the max out of a sector. And now we're gonna jump into here and jump straight to the Duranium. No, we're playing Duranium. Science. So you know what? The other science thing probably was going to give us some really cool research of some kind or some technology, but I blew it by abandoning it. Either way, let's go. Borg Tier 4. Alright, now we're going to go to Borg Tier 5. We're going to do that research too. Okay, and also we're just going to... We're still over our stuff here. Do I need... Wait, is there an upgrade for this? Did I already research the Shuttle Bay 3? I didn't research Shuttle Bay 3. Why didn't I? Crew costs, energy costs? Possibly. Okay, that makes sense. I'll do crew next then. I'll do the shuttle next then. I thought I did that already. I was planning on doing it, and then I guess I did something else. So we can... This is turned off. Oh yeah, that's right. I still haven't turned off the science yet. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, right now this says 9 remaining. If I turn this off, 10 remaining. I see. So it does do what I thought it did. Every science lab reduces it by 1. Science array level 2. Send a probe to watch the development of the civilization ARU facility. That would have been smart if I had that facility research, but I can't go back now because if I do anything else, I won't get a chance to do it again. So we're just gonna do this. Reconfigure sensors, science, morale. Okay. Alright, being the doctor. Okay, flattered, but also aware that they are bending the first rule of the Prime Directive. Voyager must find a way to leave the planet's orbit, which is now a real challenge. The government Cole has his ship firmly in its grip. This isn't going to work. Mobile emitter. Beam the doctor to the planet to collect useful data for leaving the orbit. I didn't save before this. If I lose the doctor, then he's gone. For good. Perform a micro jump to escape the gravimetric pull. But we're going to miss out on the great adventure the doctor has living on a planet for a near lifetime. Learning about the planet and meeting the new people there. So we're going to do mobile emitter. No red, no red, no red, no red, no red. Please, okay. Phew. There we go. Gotana impulse modulator is unlocked. Okay. When the doctor returns, after mere minutes, decades have already passed on the planet. Now in a high-tech age, he's accompanied by astronaut Gotana Retz, who reveals Voyager itself inspired him to explore the stars and unravel the sky ship's mystery. This is actually a really good episode. Blink of an Eye was such a fun and really cool episode of Star Trek. This is core, beautiful, brilliant Star Trek. An episode like that really tells a different story. And I think that this episode actually kind of inspired an episode on the Orville, which had a similar thing where times moved differently for one species than it did for the Orville, and so they were eventually super advanced after, like, you know, a few days, and the humans had an impact on that. Anyway, with Glatana Red's ship, Voyager is towed from orbit. As a parting gift, he gives Voyager his hyperdrive modulator technology, preventing them from getting stuck in an orbital trap again. So there we go. Some morale boost, some more science! What does that research do? Improbulator... it's probably going to be in engineering, because the engineering thing. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's in science. Science! Wait, is this something to research, or is that something they just gave us? Okay, thinking being, maybe this is just something that they gave us. I'm not seeing any option to research that. It's got to be in one of the two, though. Like, right? Science or engineering? I can check anything else. I'm just going to check to make sure that it wasn't just given to us and it doesn't have to be researched. Dynamic. Okay, combat. Ah, there we go. Gotcha. Okay, right. Increases energy threshold for the propulsion system in combat by +1. So pretty much it's essentially the same thing as these guys here. Energy threshold for combat, but the energy threshold holds the whole energy threshold, you know, thing. It doesn't really make sense. The combat system doesn't really make much sense. Like, I don't know how to navigate it or manipulate it or control it, and I guess because it just doesn't. It doesn't. None of it equates. There's nothing you can click on or trigger to do what you wanted to do. Or maybe I'm missing something, but we need some more titanium, and we got plenty of duranium. This is the last system of the sector, right? It's way over there. Yep. So we move on, and that's going to be in the episode after that. So that's ion storms. Oh, titanium's right here by itself. These two. That's the science. Torpedo penetrating the weakened defenses with. Okay, so Captain, we've located a damaged Borg vessel caught in close orbit around Class E planet. Radiation and solar winds and constantly rip its hull apart while the drones tirelessly rebuild it. They appear trapped in a cycle of destruction and repair too, occupied to acknowledge us. Okay, study their efforts without interfering. Penetrate their weakened defenses with a torpedo. That sounds like kicking a hornet's nest. Focus on collecting nearby. Let's just study their efforts. We get some titanium, but we also get some science, and it's less risky. There we go. It's glorious, glorious science. I mean, I don't really need the science, but I'm a science ship, and it's curious. Alright, we'll take the resources on Class Y, extremely toxic. And disruptor array, shield generator. This. We're gonna go with this one. There we go, 146, yes. Alright, and then the last one is down here. That's the one that says the titanium and the deuterium. I don't think I need anything else in this system here, because I'm pretty much don't have to worry about uranium right now. Food's pretty good, so I don't worry about food. I mean, I can still fly over there to get the food if I want to, just to max it out. Ooh, the lithium! I didn't see this right here. Alright, research Borg tier 5. And so now I've got all those resources that I need, and I can do the automated repair unit facility. First, then I'll do the cutting beam, research 2 and 3, and this guy too to boost the fire rate, and we're golden. We're golden. Golden, golden. Ooh, and build this too up so I can do the boost the capacity of that and the research speed of that. Well, this is gonna probably cost more energy. I could probably just do this. It'll always boost the repair. I don't need that many people in the sick bay or whatever, but this will increases the treatment time of patients by 15%. That's always good. All right. So I'm just gonna fly around, get some science research done, take care of everything here. Ooh, distress call disease. Distress signal from an isolated ice outpost on the moon leads us to a crew suffering from a hemorrhage, from a hemorrhagic fever. They are in a critical condition and their medical technology is unable to stop it. They desperately need to ask for our help. To beam the sick to our crew. No, beam one sick aboard, analyze their medical data, and analyze and synthesize a cure remotely. Okay, that sounds like a smart move to me. Boom! We scienced it, boosted morale, and we got some more. Yeah, we wasted that, but we did get some dilithium. So, yeah, my dilithium is okay. Yeah, it's there because I spent so much of it on my research, but now I got that. I don't think I really worry about the lithium anymore now, though. Gonna fly over here, get some food. Then we're gonna fly over there, get some deuterium, and then we're gonna be out the system. Oh, we need to fly that far. Do not gather food, but focus on studying. No, we need the food. Why am I gonna do that? I got plenty of science. We're good on that one. So we're just gonna do this. Analyze animals before hunting. There we go. There we go. We got plenty of food. Get the deuterium. Get out of here. We're gonna be done with this sector. Do I want to do both? Sure, why not? If I'm gonna be doing this, why not? Shield matrix 3 increases all system health. Repair from increases hull integrity repair. Okay, that's fine. Yep, exactly. So I did that, so I can do them all. Then I'm gonna do these 3 next, and then the shield matrix, and then we're gonna be good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. I was so hoping to get all my research done in haste. I think I'm good though. So that means I can just get rid of the science now because I powered it off. I'm gonna wait until the next cycle, the next system though, just in case I change my mind about that. But that's gonna be that there. Captain, I'm detecting a growing sense of restlessness. Yeah, I know, yada yada, because we're spending way too much time in the system. I know, the sector, but we're doing our job here. Blizzard collectors are happy, but we're going to use shuttles for less risk and plenty of it. Alright, I'm going to take a very short break, but I think we're going to be done pretty soon, but just hold on a moment for me here. Alright, I am back. That was an emergency P. Alright. And now we're just gonna turn these guys back on. Since they're working, I mean, they gotta do something with this, so we gotta get this, what? Assigned to all repair. They're only on us. Why are they only +1? I guess are the iron storms that bad? I guess they, you know, I wasn't even paying attention to the negatives on that one. How much energy does this cost? 5. Just 1 extra. Just 1 extra. What else can I turn off? Just for a moment. But I'm gonna do that. Oh, we're about to go into a fight, aren't we? Okay, yeah, I forgot about this. So that one last mission left before we're gonna be gone. Leaving the sector. This guy right here. All this beep beep. Bark. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead and build that large battery right there. Dismantle our science lab, a beautiful, beautiful science lab. I'm not gonna do that just yet because we're. I'm gonna wait for our materials to get low. I'll build the other thing first. Once the science finishes, once the research finishes, then after that I'll clear out this. Just way I'm not wasting my resources on that. Okay, so but I think we're done. We've collected plenty of deuterium, lithium, uranium, and tritanium. We've got plenty of food. We don't need any more personnel because we're not even housing the people that we have here. So we're good. Let's go ahead on to answer this long. Before I do this, I'm just save scum. Save scum. Save scumming just in case there's some risk of losing 7 of 9 forever. I don't want to take that chance. I don't want to take that chance. No turning back, you will leave this sector. I understand. I understand. Captain, I managed to install the transwarp coil. I found detailed integration notes 7 must have prepared, anticipating she might not be here to do it herself. Huh. 7's awesome. Anyway, I had to get creative making it work with our systems. It should tolerate the stress of 2 tactical jumps, 1 into Queen territory, 1 out. With that sequence pushes the salvage components to their absolute limit. No 20-year shortcut home. Well, that is what it is. Understood, Lieutenant. 7's life isn't negotiable. Earth can wait a little while longer. Well, I mean, yeah. 7 is, yeah. Helm, activate the transwarp drive. Let's bring 7 home. They can always research the components and then build some new ones based on the components that they found. Reproduce the science. Unimatrix 01. right into the belly of the beast. No turning back now. That's probably the least smart decision to make, so flying directly into Borg space and right into their home where they can lock you in a tractor beam or multiple tractor beams. Like, they've got a billion ships, so they can just use 5 tractor beams to hold you still and assimilate every single one of you. But we chose to go in there. That is right, because we want to save 7. So, biodefinitors are holding, Captain. There is no indication that the Borg have detected our presence. There's no indication, but they're the Borg. This is it, people. Time's up. Ready the shuttle. Get 7 and get out. I do realize I do have the shuttle bait turned off. But anyway, we need our absolute best to get this mission completed successfully. We need a pilot. I would love to have Tom as our pilot, but I'm going to go with... Oh, hold on a second. Nope, I'm going to go with command. We're going to need the phaser. Hold on, engineering? He does engineering too. Alright, so... Command is higher. Phaser. Oh, he doesn't do phaser. That's right. Tom does engineering though. Well, command and phaser is also Chakotay. Chakotay's maxed out. I know I'm putting Chakotay on this mission. So let's start with that. He covers a quite amount of diplomacy too. The medical part, that's where Tom comes in, but he's barely anything for medical. I mean, he's 50. If I'm going to send someone medical... The doctor. Okay, he's also got some command support, but the medicine part of it... You know what? That's crazy though, because we only have so many options. I realized this. Where's the this guy? Okay. So we need some science. We need some science. Oh, he's science. Okay, no Ding Chakotay for the command part. Not for at least someone strong in science. I need a pilot. So pilot-wise, who's gonna be? This guy or this guy? Tom does have engineering prowess, but it's so low that it's, for the most part, meaningless. But he does also have the medical stuff. We'll see how that works. So, Chakotay, Tom for the... we need someone that's science, and this guy's like level 4, but he's like super intelligent. Maybe this is his chance to show the Borg what's what, because he's got major science boost there. The first challenge is really the most important, and so the doctor, I need someone that has high on science and medical. Wait a minute, she's medical and diplomacy, but not science. Who's my highest on science? B'Elanna. B'Elanna, because she can do science and also engineering. Alright, so... No, but that's the only science that we have here. He's medical. He's pilot. Pilot? Do I really need pilot? I mean, there's a recommended trait, but sometimes the recommended traits are just trash. I need someone that can do medical or science. This is 2 sciences. He does command. Engineering comes in handy right here, and science comes in handy right there. She's good with science. She's 81. Is there anyone above her in science? Kim. But her engineering way outweighs his science. Okay, we're sticking with B'Elanna. We're sticking with B'Elanna. Because her engineering is going to help with this and this. Chakotay's phaser will come in handy. His diplomacy will come in handy. His command will come in handy right here if we need to choose other things other than science. This is the dynamite team here, and they can team up for pretty much nothing. But they're strong in their categories. I feel like Tom is such a weak link, but he's a pilot. Screw it. I don't think I really need Tom. I really don't. I need someone that's strong in science or strong in engineering or strong in medical. Science or medical? Again, where is... She thinks she's diplomacy, right? But let me just check. Pell, she's medical, but she's 126. That's a guaranteed pass on the medical. And diplomacy, oh my goodness, with her diplomacy and his diplomacy, there wouldn't be any chance. We won't even need the science part here. We don't need the pilot. Screw the pilot thing. The recommended trade is nice, but I'd rather go with her medical success 126. His tactical, I mean his command 126. Yeah, that's diplomacy. Weird. Those two together, by your power combined, I am Captain Planet. Seriously, they're gonna overpower anybody. Engineering, she is gonna be. This is the dream team. This is the dream team. He's level 10. She's level 10. She's level 9. No way. No way. I regret that I'm gonna use Tom, but Tom's useless in this comparison. Alright, we're close to the Queen's Cube. The thing is huge. How do we locate 7 inside? We're gonna go with isolate 7's biosignature using the medical. There we go. That's right there. So that works. I mean, we can even do this one, but this is like an overwhelming victory. Overwhelming success. So, overwhelming success! Critical success. Precision scans easily pinpoint 7's unique biosignature. Her location is shielded against direct transport. Unfortunately, the intensive scanning alerts the Borg. Alright, Captain, we can't beam to the 7's location. It's heavily shielded. The Borg have picked up our trail. Well, evasive maneuvers would have been nice. Okay, I see. So it actually comes in handy. Thing is, it says 67 for a command, which he would not have had. But I guess... Anyway, there's no risk. This is a guaranteed success with B'Elanna. Remodulate the shields because of science. Exactly 81 and that's exactly what we needed, so we're gonna get that and the science for that. Critical success was a rare possibility. The team adjusted shield harmonics, matching the shuttle's energy signature. The Borg cubes lose track, allowing the shuttle to proceed without detection. We needed a science. What's the cloaking device for if we don't have it in our shuttles as well? But no worries there. We're on foot inside the Queen's Cube. The way is blocked by a force field. Let's engineer that. She's already fatigued, but we don't want to risk any chance of use the Borg drones, isolate, extract the field modulation. That's too risky. That's too risky. So we're going to use B'Elanna to disable the shield matrices. That's fine. She'll get a chance to rest in the next one because we're using diplomacy for that one. So, critical. Nope, so close to critical again. The shield matrix is promptly disabled and the force field dissipates and they move into The Queen's chamber. The Queen glares, but Seven looks horrified, her eyes pleading, "Leave now." We walked in on them while they were in the middle of something. My bad. My bad. She's embarrassed. We're in, but Seven doesn't seem herself. She thought they'd have more alone time, but now they don't. We're in, but Seven doesn't seem herself. The Queen is threatening to assimilate Voyager if we don't leave. E7's fierce. Fine, we'll do both of them. You know why? Because maximum. You know what? I don't have to use. Let's be on a safe side. Critical success. Why not? Critical. The team reassures Seven and reminds her of the crew's loyalty to her, overcoming her fear. Seven joins the team, much to the Queen's dismay. However, the Queen smiles when a force field suddenly blocks the team's path. We're surrounded by drones. The Queen strengthened the force field around the chamber. We have to weaken it to beam out. That's where we rely on our secret weapon, B'Elanna, who is an engineering genius. And so glad that I brought her along, because all the other things had a risk of failure, but this is a guaranteed chance of victory. Even though the science would have been nice, 174 to science. Woof! Take out the Borg drones, and okay, we could have fought our way out if I chose the more tactical path, but I think this so far has been pretty successful in our using our Klingon innovator. So we're going to use that, and we're going to not risk anything. Alright, so expertly recalibrating their power nodes, the team shuts down the force field. They signal Voyager to immediately beam out. As the transporter energy envelops them, their final sight is the chilling fury on the Borg Queen's face. "Oh no, you ruined my fun times." And that was tragic, but critical success this time too. Boom. Now we've maxed everyone out. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. So that's good. That's good. 65. Awesome. 2,500 and 7 and the away team are security captain. Multiple Borg vessels converging on our position. Helm, activate the Helm, activate the transwarp coil. Get us out of here. Is there a Borg ship following us? Last time there was a Borg ship following them. It was right behind them. Ain't no Borg following them this time? Okay, I guess not. Transwarp conduit holding, Captain. Now we just ride and see where it spits us out. The good news is it didn't look like anything followed us. Acknowledge. Report any turbulence or instability, no matter how minor. 7, welcome back. Captain, I left to protect this ship. Yet you pursued, risking the very outcome I sought to prevent. This decision is illogical. Thank you for recognizing that, 7. Where's Tuvok to say, indeed? You're part of this crew, 7. We don't leave family behind, ever. He could have also said the needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many. As a reference to what Kirk said to Spock and what Spock said to Kirk. I am truly sorry for the risk you took. When you say family, perhaps I am finally beginning to understand what that means. You already said you understood what that meant earlier, but I guess this is a refresh. It means we've likely earned a permanent spot at the top of the Queen's most wanted list, but we'll face it together. Janeway to all hands. The courage and loyalty displayed in this mission, going into the heart of Borg space for one of our own, it makes me more proud than I can say. We don't know where this transwarp conduit leads, but when we get there, you're all getting shore leave. Well done. Janeway out. Dark Frontier is over. Now on to Sector 10.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. Voyager utilized a bored transwarp coil to execute an approximated 20,000 light-year jump, effectively reducing the duration of our journey home by 15 years. While my original risk projections were substantial and remain logically sound, the successful outcome of this controversial maneuver requires an adjustment to my earlier assessment. I was advised to have a little more faith in unconventional endeavors. I presume faith is now a quantifiable variable I must incorporate into all future risk assessments. Fascinating. Supplemental. Voyager has intercepted a Federation distress signal. Despite confirmation of its legitimacy, we are alert considering our history of deceptive encounters in the Delta Quadrant. The only current plausible explanation, absent further data, is that another ship has been displaced into the Delta Quadrant by the caretaker entity. To formulate a suitable response, Captain Janeway has called a senior staff meeting on the bridge.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. A jump of 20,000 light years, or 15 normal years for those who want to skip the math. And we owe it all to the captain's utterly audacious transwarp coil plan. I will never question that woman again, or at least for the rest of the week. Captain Proton's adventures are practically a phenomenon with the crew. The holodeck is booked solid 24/7. Bride of Chaotica, Captain Proton versus the Cosmic Creature, and Invaders from the Ninth Dimension are running on a continuous loop. Now that my holonovel's wrapped up, I actually have time for other momentous tasks, like writing a letter to my father. Who knows, maybe we can give our relationship a second shot if we'll ever make it home. Nah, once we get home. Supplemental. Voyager has just picked up a Federation distress signal. A Starfleet search and rescue ship? More likely the caretaker. Ah, the memories. Maybe the old energy blob dragged someone else over from the Alpha Quadrant. I hope they didn't have to contend with Kulla, or the Borg, or Idrin, or Arturus. Looking back, it's been quite a journey, hasn't it?
Indeed it has, Tom. Indeed it has. Homesickness, morale, -16. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now we have the Equinox. So this is going to be the next stream, the next episode, dealing with the whole Equinox thing with Captain Ransom. Anyone that watched the show knows that that was a whole fiasco. And I am looking forward to exploring it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 systems in this sector. And we've got, we've made a long way as far as our research and our science. And I'm happy to say that we're close to done with all the research. I truly thought that everything would be over by the end of the last sector, but I'm pretty sure at least by this one. We collected so much science and we've been jumping through so much. Most of these aren't going to take more than 10 cycles. So with 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm not sure how far we're into this one. Yeah, okay, yeah, 4, 5, 6. I'll do that too. 7. Of course, I'll have to do the shuttle. Bay, level 3. 8. Yeah. So, I would say... and I guess I could always trade negotiations. Do I care about the trade offers? I've got that permanently disabled. Efficient design? Shuttle cost? Shuttle build time? I'm really worried about that. Increases. I'm thinking of repair efficiency. I can probably do that too. So that's 9. Reduces initial building, upgrading, and repair times by 20%. Oh wow, 10. I forgot about that. 11. So I think pretty much like I've got like 11 pieces of research to finish. And then I'm gonna be gone. Maybe 12 for the Talaxian thing. I guess I'll do 13 if I do this. I'm just thinking how many research I have left. And so I'm just thinking how many cycles overall. So it's like so that's 13. Mouse stability. Don't have to worry about that. You know what? I haven't really had any problems with food. I can always boost the food rations. At that point, yeah, all the major sciences that all the major research that I want to do is going to be done in the next 140 cycles. And then everything else I'll do is just pretty much just be just all the stuff that I didn't prioritize or didn't value. But at that point, all my priority stuff is done, and it's pretty much coasting the next 2 sectors until we close out the game. So we are. Yeah, I'm not going to invest in the hydroponics based stuff unless I just need to do this research. Just do the research. There's probably going to be some other things that pop up here, but we are good. With that, again, like I said, we're all done for this episode. I'm not even going to reveal what's in these systems. Like, I'm not going to unlock all of these until next time. That'll be better for me, just to kind of see everything fresh. But we're now in Sector 10, so that'll be it. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're watching this later on, like, share, subscribe, comments, all that good stuff. If you're watching the stream with me, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching the stream. We made a lot of progress here. You know, we've got plenty of stuff going on here. Packed with all my resources, my ships. You know, got a secured, a power rating of 450. I've got a lot going on with me. Can you actually see that? Well, you can't see that. You can't see the number. Maybe you can. Yeah, you can't see it on your screen. Current player power is 450. So we're a dominating force. And I have to, once I upgrade my my cutting beam, oof, I tell you, this thing's gonna be even more dangerous. So that's something to look forward to for sure. I'm gonna be a threat like no threat has ever threatened before. And we're gonna have plenty of power for it too once we clear out some more stuff here. So that's it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Until next time, may the force be with you, and live long and prosper. I killed it. I couldn't get it. May the force be with you. Sweet mercy and so on. I'm obviously a Star Wars fan too, but live long and prosper. Wow, great way to end it.